out the roots, he let the beats build, bitch. And we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section. Cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it cheap. Always be the same me. While I'm solid, boy, they can't change me. No.
We live from the boxing section, you dusty ass niggas. What's going on, man? We live from the boxing section, man. We back, baby. Man, we took a little hiatus, man. Had a lot of shit going on, man, but we back now like we never left. Man, a lot has happened, transpired in the boxing game. J. Rock Williams with the bad stoppage. We got Edgar Berlanga. You got Canelo Alvarez with the PPC. I mean, so many different things, man, that we could talk about. Also, man, this fight week, man, you got Jared Anderson this weekend. What are you about to get down? Steph, what's up, dog? My boy, the Stash in the building. You understand? But yeah, man. So we got Jared Anderson this weekend. Looking forward to that. That's gonna be a great event. Also, oh man, hold on. He been getting on me all week. Shout out, and you know what I'm saying. DP, what's up with it, man? DP Rocker, man, what's going on with you?
Man, you finally here to talk that boxing, man. I'm like a fiend. I've been waiting to hear it.
Hey, listen, man. You know we back like we never left, man. You know,
Come
it's
on,
personal
man.
things.
Go ahead.
But,
I heard
we back.
You talking about Big Baby Anderson and how he's talking about his lack of love for the sport. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I don't know if he said. I don't know if he felt like that. I think he was saying like in the way what comes with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It can take a lot out of you. The business of boxing takes a lot out of takes away from the love of it.
Yeah, because remember I was telling you I was talking to him at the fight. Remember I was telling you?
No, you didn't. Go ahead, man. Tell me. I ain't hear about that.
So me and Jerry Anderson had like a 15-minute conversation, bro. Chopping it up.
Okay.
About the fight, right? So basically, he was telling me, man, he don't really like the cameras and shit. He don't really like the fame that come along with it. He just like he like boxing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he don't like the other shit. He don't like the extra
with
shit,
it, man. The people in your face, the business behind it. He just want to get in there and mix it up. Oh man, you just made me like the guy. You just really made me like the guy, man.
Yeah. So that's what he, that's what he was saying. He's like, man, I know. I said, you better be world champ. He said, man, I know, man, but I don't like all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a lot to get. Man. Hopefully he handled it the right way, because you see what happened with Tyson Fury, man. When he got a hold of all that, he was just like, man, I don't like it. He wanted to be out of the light.
Yeah.
But I think he built for it, man. And I wonder, is that why he didn't go through the Olympics? I wonder if that's like, this is his personality, just to be more out of the way,
I think when he went pro, the Olympics was like the next year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's trying to get that bag, you know what I'm saying? It's trying to get that money.
Yeah, that is always a motivational thing, man.
It's trying to get that paper.
Because then you got some people who love it just so bad they come up with fake retirements. Like you hear about your boy Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, man. I mean, he just, the thing is, man, that kid been famous his whole life, man. It's hard, man. It's hard, man. Like, everybody ain't built for niggas talking crazy to him in the comments, man. You know?
I don't think everybody built to get punched in the face like that and hit in the gut.
Yeah, that's a fact too. That's facts.
I think that's what it is, man. Because he's talking about he want to retire. He on his TO.
Yeah. I don't know if T.O. gave his belts up, so he really said he want to retire.
T.O. serious. You know what I'm saying? He's serious, but I wonder if his contract is a
What I
fight
think?
or a time. Like I don't know if he got like a fight contract or a time contract.
You know what I think it's gonna be though?
What?
I think it's about his son. You know, I think he gonna put so much focus on trying to get his son that he know he can't be a boxer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Regardless, man, listen, the young man is going after his boy. Man, go win that fight. Go win that fight.
Yeah, listen, I don't like that. I don't like the nigga at all. Fuck him. But as it pertains to being a father, hey, no problems from me. You know what I'm saying? No arguments from me. EB, what's up, dog? What's happening with you?
You know what's crazy, man? You know, I know I'm everywhere, man, but I don't know what you've been doing, man. You've been hiding under a rock. But have you seen the video? Because you talking about pretending to be the father made me think about what's going on with Floyd and Yaya and the Gottis and everything. Did you see the video with Floyd? They've been a lot of videos floating with Floyd's grandson in the ring, you know, messing around with him and on the thing.
Bro, did you see him on the counter?
Yeah, hey, that's what made me think. Do you think the young boy would be better being parented by Floyd than being parented by Yaya NBA? Because the NBA, he's just another child to him. I can't speak on what his parental style is. But he carry it like
that ain't what we built for over here. You know,
I understand, but I'm saying like I'm looking at it like, hey, he got the money, he got the time, he's retired, he got the maturity, he done fucked up, you know, made mistakes, made corrections. Maybe that might be a better tutor or a better umbrella to put that young boy under.
Nah,
you know, because I don't know, man. You never know. Look, they say the grandparents, because grandparents make the mistakes. They already made their mistakes. But it was nice to see him in the ring, man, and hitting the thing and shadow boxing on the counter. I was like, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, no, that was cool.
Yeah.
I think the mom was probably a good parent. You know what I'm saying? You know, Floyd is a grandpa. You can look at him. He a grandpa, dog. So, but if that kid at that age doing what he doing,
yeah,
he gonna be better than Floyd.
Yeah, listen, man. It's in his blood. It's in his lineage.
Think about it. That's like that's 4 generations.
Yeah, look at what Floyd's father was, and look at what Floyd was.
I know it skipped his kids because they were spoiled and shit. But
yeah,
dude,
hey, man. Speaking of spoil you, do you not hear your boy, the Bronze Bomber, out here begging for an ass whipping? Al Heyman got him begging to get his ass whipped.
Hey, listen, nah. Your boy ain't nowhere to be fucking found.
My boy, look, he trying to get more money out of it.
Your boy ain't nowhere to be found.
He's trying to get more money out of it.
Your boy's a sucker.
Al Heyman got this man out here begging for a fight. He begging for an ass whipping.
Listen, your boy's a sucker.
He tried to call the champ Dinosaur Arms. Come on, man.
Your boy's a chump, man. You know what I'm saying? You know that.
Make it a better split. I don't know if it's true or not, but they saying, it's not a fair split. Go 50-50. This guy is
How the first are you going,
Mexican-American heavyweight champion of all times. He has broken history.
Combo, come on, man. Let's be real. I need you to be objective, and I need you to be for real.
I'm being objective. This guy, he's in the history books.
Listen, I don't give a fuck about his history books, bro. You know he do not bring the same revenue that Deontay Wilder brings to the table. You know
he is the first heavyweight Mexican-American or Mexican champion of all times. He's in history. When someone says, they're the lineal champion or the undisputed, they want a certain type of respect. They want a certain value. This man is the first ever to do
fuck
that.
Out of here.
So give him what he deserves.
Town Biz, what's up with it? My boy Town Biz in the building, man. What's happening with you, big dog? He said Andy Ruiz is going to last 3 rounds with Wilder. Wilder is going to blast him into oblivion. Yeah, dog. You know,
Hey,
Andy
Steph
Ruiz don't want
say
that shit.
Tio headed to the money team real soon. I wonder, and you think so? I didn't even think about that. Do you think he ends up that over there? Who
Uh,
does he have? Who was over there for him to line up with?
I mean, it ain't gonna be the money team, probably PBC.
Well,
You know,
I think that's what he mean by that. I think that's what Steph meant by that. I don't know who PBC had. Well, no, they do. Well, Devin is a free agent, kind of, sort of. You know, he bounces it around. Um, Actually, no. Yeah, that's smart. That's smart. It's easier for them to make the fights over there.
yeah.
It is easy for them to make the. I didn't even think about that, man. Very insightful from Steph.
Yeah, man, we're gonna see what's happening, man. Listen, I'm excited either way.
I just
You know,
can't.
boxing.
I just can't wait to see Andy put them hands on Wilder's chin. Oh my god!
Yeah, you
The
crazy.
glass is going to break. It's going to crack. It's going to shatter. You know, and he said everything to Andy that he hears in his own heart. Do you not
Hey,
hear
so listen,
him repeating to
so after Andy Ruiz go to sleep, right?
Did
What are you
you
gonna say
hear that
about Deontay
bullshit?
Wilder?
He's going to decapitate him. Man. Hot dog, man. That's hilarious.
Hey, listen. After he puts your boy to sleep, all right. I want you to come on this platform and publicly apologize to Deontay Wilder and all his fans for your disrespect. That's what I want from you.
Oh, shoot. Hold on. Sidebar. Steph, you're right. He said, remember back Tank Ryan, the Tank and Ryan fight, Floyd gave us a bone and said T.O. is next. He did say that. He did say that, and it didn't make sense, but now it's starting to make sense. And we all know they're not above tampering with fighters and their contracts. You see what happened with them not being able to get AB a fight. So who's to say that they won't go and advise him? Because legally he can go and advise and say, "Hey, listen, this is what you do. Let me see your contract. This is how you get out of it." And then we'll be here waiting. Take got to lay down anyway. You know, he's not going. He already did what 2 fights this year, 3. How many fights? Take 4 twice this year, yeah. Put it down twice this year, so you ain't got to see him again until next year. You said that, hey, that is a wow, and that would be a good undercard for when Andy Ruiz beats Wilder. Like I just thinking about that, that would be a great undercard, man, to see taking T. But see, Wilder is trying to get in there with Wilder's trying to get in there with Andy this year. He keeps pushing at it for this year. I think he's just trying to get his money, and he keeps repeating what he feels, and he's trying to put it on someone else. Oh, get your money! Don't let nobody else get in your way. Yeah, I do believe Andy's father is probably getting in the way, but I don't know. EB said Big Baby was talking to Roy about this and Younger was in tears. Some people ain't built for the limelight. I want to see how he deals with this going forward. Yes, that is a big thing because I would like to know, does he EB Steph, come on up, y'all. But I would like to know, does that get in his way? Like, does it help? Does it hurt him in his career when he gets to fighting on a big stage? When those big lights get there? A lot of fighters say it. A lot of people say, hey, when those bright lights get on you, it's a little different. When you step from the small ballroom to the big room, it is different. It's hotter. It's louder. The air is thicker.
Yeah,
It's just a whole different atmosphere. The ring is bigger. It's a little bit more to move around, a little bit more to cut on.
yeah.
Man,
I think he's gonna deliver though. I think he's gonna sign, seal it, and deliver. You know what I'm
yeah, you
saying?
think Big Baby gonna sign, silver, deliver?
Yeah, for sure. He gonna deliver. He got it in him to deliver. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so Steph is saying he said, Tank Devin Nortillo is fighting again in 23. Don't hold your breath. Possibly that Tank teases a comeback, but I doubt it. He may be next year. He may be the next year type of guy with a SummerSlam in the mix. Yeah, I can see that. I can see him next year in the summertime. So Steph is saying that Tank and Devin, they're not fighting again this year. Shakur, this is going to be his last fight for Shakur. This is going to be his last fight for this year as well. And I actually said that earlier this year. I said, man, listen, beggars can't be choosers, right? But we're men, and we're we're consumers, so we're never happy. But I feel like we just got an overload of talent and an overload of fights that just came out so fast this year. I said it earlier, and I think January, February, I said, man, my only problem is when we get to next quarter, we get to October, November, December, who we're going to be watching, because we got so many fights. We got J-Rock fight, which is, listen, we have to unpack that. That was disturbing. That pissed me the fuck off. Oh, but yeah, I wonder what we will have that later on in the year.
Hey, listen. If Carlos Adames think he could beat Jamal Charlo, he's out of his fucking mind.
Where'd you get that from? Carlos Adames or you just talking in general? Yeah, he's not ready. He's not ready. Even with them not being active, it's not happening. But EB said Tank stops Tio. Tio is mentally in shambles. Yeah, I think Tio has a lot of his plate.
I don't know, man. He after his last fight, man, you can't really say that.
I think Tank hits too hard, and Tank stop because his style makes fight, and the way Tank delivers his punches takes away a lot of Tio's countering capabilities. Steph, come on, man. You ain't got to troll Mr. Stevens. He talking about where's Shakur? Ha 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 ha. Ain't fight nobody. Listen. Just 3 months ago, Shakur was, the talk of the town. Just because Devin did his little thing, you can't just throw Shakur under the bus. The guy, he's done his thing, man. He fought who he needed to fight.
Man,
he's fighting who he needed to fight.
Listen, we need Jermaine Ortiz or Lomachenko. That's what we need.
For who?
Shakur Stevenson.
Well, this is the thing. Gary's going up to that weight possibly. I would like to see that. I think he gets washed, though. I think Gary gets washed against Shakur. Because what I've seen with Shakur, man, that guy is, I don't know. And he has power. He has power and he's mean. He has power and he's mean.
Listen, I want to see Jermaine Ortiz or Lomachenko.
And you see what Steph said? Steph said 3 months ago Shakur was crying for a fight on that video he did. I don't remember that video of him crying for. I don't really see a lot of videos of him. So I don't know. I gotta jog my memory. But I can't remember a lot of videos of that young man. But I do know he's a mean guy, man. He's not a nice guy to be in that ring and looking at the other side of. He's really one of those fighters who he enjoys causing you pain. And if he could do it for 12 rounds, he's gonna have fun doing it for 12 rounds. He's like a pit bull on a stick. So I can't take that from him. Oh my God. And can we just go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room? This promotion sucks ass. This is one of the greatest fights of our generation.
Yeah, we ain't heard nothing.
This is the dump. Like, I'm out here getting fillers, right? I haven't gotten any phone call. When Tank was about to fight, I had so many phone calls about people needing security and restaurants and bars. But with this fight, I haven't gotten any feelings. Like, no one has called and said, hey, we having a big fight. We're going to need security. None of that. I've even tried to throw a fight party. And I'm like, you know what? I found a venue, but it's looking like it may not be profitable. Especially because I got a UFC fight at the same goddamn time. I wonder, is this what Earl was talking about when the Big Fish said, show the guys in the suits that this can be done? Because it looks like they're fighting against the odds. They're not just fighting each other. They're fighting against the odds of the whole business of boxing.
Yeah, that's damn sure what it felt like though, Combo. That's damn sure what it felt like. Dude, it's the biggest fight of the fucking year, and nobody knows about it.
Man, yeah. You know, and they're okay. You're only as good as your dance partner. I got you. And Bud isn't the greatest dance partner. But when they see him dance, you're gonna see the most beautiful dance you ever seen. He's gonna salsa like it's no tomorrow. Yeah, Earl Spence. He's the protege. You know, he's the great. If you a salsa guy, you know Earl Spence. If you enjoy salsa, you know Bud Crawford. But if you one of those guys who just don't know, you only go dance on the weekends, and you get out there and you see Bud dance, you can say, man, that guy's a beautiful dancer. And you see Earl, you can say, okay, I heard of this guy. That's that guy I'm talking about. But they're not doing anything to make them household names. And this is the fight. Not only this fight, they should already be household names, but this is a fight that can propel them to be household names. And I don't know what they're doing. AB just fought a lawyer and had more publicity.
Hey, for real, he fought the lawyer and got way more buzz. That's crazy. He had way more buzz than this fight. It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like AB's out here beating up his power attorney, and everybody knows about this going on. Like and I know. Listen, we know PBC could put on a show. We know that. We have seen PBC put on great shows for Earl. So tell me, and we know.
Hey, listen.
Bud, go ahead.
Check this out. Think about this, bro. Devin Haney Lomachenko had more juice than this.
Yes. Gary Russell, Devin Haney had more than this. Freaking Caleb Benavidez had more than this. Come on. They're promoting this as if it's no disrespect, but J-Rock. These guys aren't a J-Rock. These guys aren't Laura. These guys aren't Fedora. Well, okay, different promotion company. But, these aren't those guys. This isn't Tony Hurst. This isn't Tim Tszyu. They're not even giving them the same market that they would give to Tim Tszyu. If I log into Showtime pay-per-view, the first thing I should see right away is that show. You log into Showtime pay-per-view right now, they show another fight first. There's no way in high heaven, hell, and the seas in between that you should see anything else out there but those two men's faces. And there's no reason why these two men should have promoters and have to run their ass up and down the beltway, tearing up 95 on every damn box. First of all, they're going on the wrong shows, because if y'all want to promote this, you need to get yourself in the boxing section, and then you're going to sell you some tickets. But they're going to the places they think they need to go to, and they're trying to get their tickets, and they're trying to get their fight out. It's okay. They don't know better. If they know better, they do better, and they'll be on the boxing section. But they don't, so I forgive them. But I feel like this is going to be the problem in their camp. You can't promote a fight of this magnitude and turn it into the respectable fight of this magnitude and still get a full camp in. You're asking them to be the fighter and the promoter. I don't get it. Even at the least, the sanctioning bodies should be promoting this fight because you're fighting for their belts.
Yeah, it's a damn shame, man.
Why can't the sanctioning bodies be promoting this?
Man, they're gonna
rock. That you're a fucking sanctioning body and they gotta pay you a percentage of their purse. You need to promote this goddamn fight. You need to say, hey, this is our belt. This is what our belt represents, and this is our belt holder. But this guy over here is trying to get our belt. Will he exhibit the integrity that's needed to carry this green belt, to carry this brown belt?
Man, you talking too right.
This is crazy.
That sounds too much like right, my boy.
Steph said, I think we just have been talking for over a year about it. Yeah, we have been talking for a while about, if you're talking about This fight, yeah. Nick Gurr, what's up, man? He said, "Why hasn't Charlo signed the fight? All bark, no bite."
Who's he talking about?
Is he talking about Charlo and Manelo's not getting Charlo? So you talking about little Charlo or big
Nick,
Charlo?
here come Nick. You know Nick gonna say some bullshit. You know that.
What are you talking about? He's not supposed to be getting one. They're going to keep the Charlos on the shelf and just age them out. That's what they're doing. They're making them fine wine or old cheese, whatever you want to call it. Podcast about nothing. Oh, the podcast about nothing himself. He said they need to stop respecting each other in these presses and go viral. Yeah, but so this is the problem. Neither one of neither one of them have that A-type personality. They're very responsive. So, and what I looked up, there's no undercards on this fight.
Bruh, it ain't nothing worth nothing.
No. When I looked at the fight, it didn't even have any undercard on there.
No, it got the undercard, but
Okay.
it ain't worth shit. It ain't
But
worth
they should have had a co-main that can sell. They didn't have to be two great fighters. They just had to be two co-main fighters that could talk shit and sell, which would be to bring the publicity to this fight. Because right now, they're already, I swear, oh my God, they're taking it. They're purposely, why would a business do that? Why would a business purposely lose money unless they know that this fight, regardless, is going to make enough money for them to break even, and they just want to keep the status quo?
Yeah, I don't know what's up, dog.
It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. It's all Mexicans on the undercard. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Wow. They just they something's not right. Something's not right. The money it's funny money then. Because if you spend money to make money, right? And you know these two guys, okay, they probably taking out a huge chunk of the money. I got it. I understand. And then you're fighting in LA, and you're fighting in AT&T. I understand it's not cheap. But there's still two different promotion companies because this is a co-promotion with PBC and Golden Boy, correct? And if that's a co-promotion,
you talking about the Tank fight, right?
No, Bud. No, Bud signed the PBC for a 2-fight deal, right?
Say that one more time.
Did Bud sign with Al Heyman and PBC, or is he still with Golden Boy?
With PBC.
Okay. So let me think this out. They blew their load in the beginning of the year. The only thing I can think of is they spent majority of their money at the beginning of the year. This fight is being forced down their throats, and they have to do it. And they're trying to prove a point that, hey, we shouldn't have done it.
Or they're trying to stretch the money out to finish out the year strong.
I don't think they're going. I think the only thing that helps them is that this fight is not saying it's a 2-fight deal, but it's rematch clauses in it, so they're going to fight again, and they will be fighting again at the end of the year. So if regardless, win, lose or draw, you're getting a second fight out of this.
Mm-hmm.
You don't spend much, but you spend more on the re-up.
Yeah, we got to see what's happening.
You spend more on the re-up because you still got to get Charlos their fight. They're still, kicking at the door. Tank is away. Laura is done with. Who else they got over there? Charlo has to fight again. Charlo has to fight. Both Charlos actually have to fight. So yeah, they gotta have a nice penny on the back end still. Maybe they're trying to lose money this year.
He said they saved all the money for Canelo Alvarez.
I don't want to say that because I don't want to believe that. They already seen the Canelo experiment. They seen what happened. I think they're more. I think they're a more astute businessmen that won't make that type of mistake. But with the word mistake, what's your thoughts on that Jared Hurd fight? I'm not Jared Hurd. God dang it! It's right at the tip of my tongue. Come on now, Philly. J-Rock. What's your thoughts on J-Rock's fight?
Man, that shit was bogus as hell, bro.
J-Rock was taking a lot of punishment in there. J-Rock was taking some hits. But it looked like J-Rock was defending himself. He was taking some clean shots.
He was rolling with a lot of that shit too.
Yeah,
though.
his punch resistance is not what it. His punch resistance in his last fight wasn't there, right? His punch resistance really wasn't there in the Hurd fight. It was just the type of fight he fought. But I will say this.
Hey boy, them tickets went down.
They are saving all their money for King Nello. What tickets went down?
Spence Crawford tickets.
I bet you it did because it's not selling. They're trying to say they're not. Dude.
No, these the resale tickets though.
Yeah.
I'm seeing tickets for $477. Now this is my type of party.
Here you go. Now this is the problem I'm having here, right? Did you not see how dirt? When I watch fights, I try not to watch it as a boxer. I try to watch it as just entertainment, right? But sometimes I can't take my gloves off. And when I say that was a dirty fight, the punches after the bells, the elbows was blatant, the low blows were blatant, the knees were blatant, the headbutting was blatant.
What fight? What are you talking about?
The J-Rock fight. That guy was dirty, dude. I know in every fight.
And then they won. And then every fight.
Listen,
they won J-Rock, but then they don't listen. They won J-Rock, but they don't won the other dude.
Listen, they came out and they set a tone. I got you. And you come out, you fight, you set a tone. And I know they even tell you as an amateur, if you can sneak an elbow in there, you get it in there. That's not your problem. Know how to do it without it, but if you can sneak one up in there, it is what it is, right? Cut it open. Cool. But that motherfucker wasn't. Sorry. That fighter was not sneaking nothing in there. Like, everything he was doing was so blatant.
Combo, you're in the Matrix. You're in the Matrix.
You're in the Matrix.
Shit, we both in the Matrix.
Coop.
This nigga Cooper ain't here. Nigga, you just in here.
Detroit, come up, man. See if you can hear us. Ooh, you nasty, Kyle.
No, that's cow shit. Because I hear you fine, Combo. You're talking a whole lot of bullshit.
Hey, can you hear me, though? That's got to be mine.
It's yours.
Yes, mine. Hold on.
Hey, testing. Can you hear me clearly?
Bro, it wasn't never yours. It was Cal.
So what I was about to say, just get it off my chest, man, because this has been killing me. As a fighter, I listen, man. I
hope you're not pushing that shit under the bed.
Commend J-Rock. Mute yourself, man. I commend J-Rock because he stood in there as a gentleman and as a true fighter. He was pushed around. He was beat on. The guy was hitting him with every dirty thing he can, and that doesn't just attest to J-Rock's sportsmanship, but it also attests to the type of fighter he is and the type of fighter that his reputation commends. Like, you can't. They must have knew that they was getting in with somebody who might have been a dog. And I was never a J-Rock fan, but the way he took those low blows,
so he didn't get beat up in there.
He was getting beat up in it, but he took those low blows. He took those elbows. He took those those headbutts, man, the knee clapping, man, he took a lot of it and he rolled with it, he dug deep and he stayed to task. He did not change, he did not waver. What the game plan was, what the game plan he stuck with. Man, he knew how to get on the bicycle where he needed to get on the bicycle, and he knew how to come in and hold where he knew how needed to come in and hold. And that is what I'm talking about when I say an experienced fighter. Now, that referee, you can say the stoppage was good because J-Rock is older and, his punch resistance isn't what it used to be. And he was, the ref didn't just jump right in. He looked to see that he was a little bit off. We don't know what he's seen on himself. That's all sounds good. But God damn it, if you get hit after the bell, listen, you can do a ding, ding, ding hit. You know what I'm saying? Because when they ring the bell, it ain't just one bell ring and then the fight is over. It's ding, 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 ding. They ring it at least 3 to 4 times. So you hear ding, 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 and you still hit the motherfucker after that. The ref is still right. The ref is in the middle of the motherfucking two fighters. He's in the middle. No warning. No point. That's a blatant point. I don't even care. The man was giving J-Rock low blows from the first round. Then it's finally okay. You keep hitting the belt too many times. Every time he went to the body, it was on the belt.
Hey, every time. Shout out to Detroit, BC, man. Shout out to my boy PJ's Big Dog. Salute to y'all boys. Yeah, every time. And then he wants J-Rock, but never wants dude.
Like, come on. I'm watching it. I say, hold on. Listen, I know I'm not the only one. I try to watch these fights and say I'm not watching it. That's why y'all be like, oh, these rounds. I don't try to score the rounds. I just want to see boxing as a guest. I don't want, but that right there is why boxing and fighters fall out of love with boxing. This is why they don't want us in the Olympics. The integrity. I don't care how many times you want to cover it up and say, oh, it's okay. He's an older fighter and this guy business plan and, smart for the business or, we don't know how glazed he looked. It was times in that fight when I said, stop it. And that time when they stopped the fight wasn't the time they should have stopped it. J-Rock had spun him out. He was going on the offensive. He made an offensive move. There's no standing 8 count. He's throwing punches back. He's showing that he's conscious and coherent. He's defending himself. But you couple that and you partner that with the low blows, the headbutts, the elbows, and the late punches. Come on, man. And I'm not even coaches. I'm not even a big fan of Coach. But even Coach won me over that night. Because not only was he hurt about what happened, he was hurt about how they treated his fighter. How they treated someone that he watched raise up through the ranks and pull themselves up by their bootstraps. And you do this to this man on possibly the last chance, the last time he gets to stand on this stage. What they were saying before the fight, hey, he won.
Y'all gotta be stopped.
Nah.
Come on.
Talk to me, man. How I gotta be stopped, man? I'm sorry, man. Because I know a robbery when I'm seeing him, and I I almost gave my money up too.
A robbery?
That shit was some bullshit.
So he got robbed.
Yes, he got robbed of the opportunity to compete. Okay,
what if he wasn't competing? What if they gave him the opportunity?
Okay, hold on.
Complete, and he just was getting beat up out there.
No. You got to know the fighter is won. You got to know the fighter's won. So he took more punishment in the Jared Hurd fight than he took in that fight. So we know he can take more punishment.
It's at the judge's discretion, though. It ain't like, oh, I remember him getting his ass whooped in the last fight.
You're 100% right.
His ass whooped.
You're 100% right, and I agree with that. I will not argue that. But if you take and add in the late punches and the low blows without any warnings, what does it look like? That is a pattern.
Why he ain't low ball back, bro?
Too much goddamn integrity.
Come on, man. Stop it.
Too much goddamn integrity.
You seen Andre Ward do that shit. Motherfucker get silly. He got silly back, straighten his ass.
I said
right
too much integrity. You seen Mike Tyson do it. He said, listen, he told the ref, Holyfield keep headbutting me. The ref kept letting him headbutt him. He bit the motherfucker. Like you said, they went low. Andre Ward went lower. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of fighters you see do that. But them guys
straighten his ass right out. It's a fight.
You're right, but those guys sat in there and they show integrity. That's what I said. J-Rock kind of won me over. I didn't like what he did to Jerry Hurd, so I figured I would never like this guy. But actually, I liked what he did to Jerry Hurd. I didn't like what happened, behind that. But yeah, the integrity, the sportsmanship that I seen that night. And let's be honest, I feel like Brandman could have went off a little more. I don't know how y'all feel, but I feel like if that was Coach Calvin and Tank, I feel like Coach Calvin walks around with a shank. I don't know why. I just feel like he walks around with a shank. I feel like he keeps a shank in his back pocket and let the ref know, like, hey, this is you. Even if that was Kenny Porter, he would have put a foot in that ref ass. I don't even think they tried that with Derrick James.
I mean, it's a fight, bro. So, I mean, it's part of the fight. That dude dirty. I'm pretty sure they knew that dude was dirty going into that. Man. I'm pretty sure that's not the first fight he did that shit to.
I'm not 100% sure. I can't say yes or no, but I can say that ref.
They all got dirty little tactics.
And the fight that they was in, that ref should have been.
Cool.
It should have been a point.
No, but I'm saying that fighter. No, but I'm saying that particular fighter. I'm pretty sure that's not the first time he did that shit.
But and that's what I'm saying. Regardless, if it was the first, second, or 20th, that referee should have took a point. Should have been taken.
Fuck the referee, bro. If you in there and the dude doing it, and you see ain't nobody, so what you gonna just keep taking it? Like,
okay. You talking about J-Rock. You talking about J-Rock.
Yeah, I'm talking about his camp going into that. They should have known that dude. That's what he do. That's what I'm saying.
But hold on.
Yeah,
they did though. They did. J-Rock did get on his shit, dig deep. He settled his punches and he started banging with him. But J-Rock doesn't have the power at that weight class. J-Rock doesn't have a power at that weight class. That's why he was up. Because he went up because he was trying to carry over some power, and he didn't have the power up there when he gained the weight, so they brought him back down. That's why he came back down in weight.
I hear you, bro.
He couldn't bang with the dude. It's just like, and I hate to say it, but I wonder if this was going to happen with Devin when he goes up in weight. What if he doesn't carry power over? But we're not even going that route. Let's just think of the situation at hand. He tried to bang with the dude. He did stun him a little bit. He did make the dude respect him, but he didn't have enough fuck you to keep the dude up off his ass. And with a dirty ref and not enough fuck you, all you could do is say, I'm going to outbox him and tire him out. And they did their best to do that. And possibly, if the ref wouldn't have stopped the fight the way he did in the later rounds, J-Rock Purdy could have put him down.
I hear you. I just think that if he knew that going in, bro, he should have been prepared for that, man. I'm pretty sure that's how they do fight.
If was a fifth, we'd all be drunk.
I thought Pitts was gonna hit me with that, man. I thought Pitts was gonna hit me with that.
Yeah, I just think I think going into that, his camp had to know that's how Buddy fight. I find it hard to believe that they didn't know that's how he get down. Because I find it hard to believe that's the first fight he ever did that shit.
No. I don't think this is the first fight he did it. I don't know, right? I'm not very familiar with this gentleman. So I can't say it is or isn't. But I can say the referee should know the fighters as well as judges. The referees do have a hard job. You don't want to know too much about the fighter because you don't want to come in and say with a predetermined if he needs to do this, he needs to do that. And if he's not doing this, then something's wrong. But you should know enough to say this guy, that he's a brawler, he's a bruiser, This guy takes a lot of punishment. This is how he fights. He uses his body as a tool until the fighter wears himself down, and then he goes on the offensive. And then also he should look at the fight as it's going on in real time answers, real time responses. As in, the bell stopped. Why the fuck did you hit him? As in, how many more times you gonna hit him on the belt? That there is the ref's job to say, before this, I told you, went over the rules, I want a clean fight. But where the fuck was the clean fight? Did this young man not deserve a clean fight?
Bro, but if he's in it, I hear what you're saying, but like when you in the fight, he can't change the ref in the middle of the fight, bro. Like at some point, you just got to be aware of what you're dealing with. In the middle of the fight, he's not going to change the ref. He's not going to make that guy be clean. It's a fucked up situation for him to be in, but I just think he would have enough experience to maneuver around in that situation. Like if that's not the case, then just throw the towel. But if that's not the case, just throw the towel in and walk away. Like you got to have some kind of awareness to get out of that. Because like that's probably not the first fight that he done had where he had a fucked up referee. I'm positive that's not the first fight he had.
Not, and he's doing that though. He's maneuvering. He's holding. He's rolling with a lot of the punches. He's not even complaining about the low blows. He's not stopping in the middle of the fight and looking at the ref like, hey, he hit me low.
Yeah, he's doing what he can.
In the fight. He's staying in the fight. He's staying continuously trying to defend himself. So he's doing his goddamn job. Do yours.
Nah, man. That's boxing though, man. Boxing been going on like that forever, man. You just gotta do it. It's like life, man. Look, to me, I look at that like I could be wrong, but you can only control what you control, bro. You can't worry about the other shit. Like that's going on the job and somebody treating you that's in charge fucked up because you pretty much perceive it's because you're black. You can't really prove it, but you know what it is. And that's just the way it is. And you got a choice of either quitting that motherfucker or just going to work and going about your business. Like we all have like fucked up ass situations, but we really don't have a lot of control, and there ain't no fair there. That's just the way it is. Get pulled over by the cops, ain't no fair.
But it's also HR job to catch this stuff. Hey, Kyle, that's the girl I was talking about. I said I think they got a crush on me right there. How you doing, Karina?
Shut your ass up.
Yeah, that's what
Shout
got a
out
crush
to
on me.
Karina for
She got crush
for
on
the
me.
podcast. Shut up.
Yeah, she
Cap.
always come on the podcast when I'm on here, man.
Cap.
I peep that.
Cap.
Super Cat. Hold on. Hold on. Got something for you, Combo. You gonna love this.
Because I think you're lying.
Okay.
I think you are a lie. And what you continue to say continues to reinforce my belief that you are lying.
I do get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Old school rules. And listen, old school coaches will tell you they get dirty, man. Fuck it. Take it to the streets. You get dirty in there, you take it to the streets. But then you got some coaches and some trainers who say, it's my job to deal with everything outside the ring. All you did is that too. You and that fighter. I got you outside. And that's why he reacted the way he reacted. Because, no, he did his job. Now I'm going to turn up and do mine. But I feel like it was too passive. I feel like he should have just smacked him with a water bottle and then headbutted him and said, fuck you. And then that right there, move forward.
You see, he threw the water on him.
But
No.
But he the water on him.
But I feel like he missed him on purpose. I feel like he should have took the water bottle and smacked him with it and then headbutted him. And then they'd be like, oh, shit. No more.
Combo, stay focused, Combo. Stay focused.
Combo to win WWE or the boy.
Yeah. We got to tell Combo to stay focused sometimes, man. Stay focused, Combo. Stay focused.
I'm saying, you don't think Calvin Ford carries a shank in his back pocket from times like this? I feel like Calvin Ford carries a shank in his back pocket for times like this.
So you want the trainer to go out there and shake him?
Hey, think about it. Teddy Atlas got into an argument with an amateur boxer at an amateur boxing tournament. And when he got into the argument with the boxer about with the decision of the judge, He bit that boxer, Chris Eubanks. He bit Chris Eubanks in the ear.
Oh,
Why
so
can't
it's
he?
his fault. Mike Tyson bit Bill. What's his name? He started the whole fighting shit.
Did you ever watch the interview, Kyle? I sent it to you. Chris Eubanks admitted it. He said, yeah, him and Teddy Atlas got into a tussle when he was an amateur, and they was at a tournament. Mike Tyson was sitting over there with his head underneath the towel. They gave the judges gave the fight to one of Teddy Atlas's fighters, and Chris Eubanks was like, man, you know that was a lie. You know they cheated, blah 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 blah. And Teddy Atlas was like, sit down, mind your business. He said, no, what's wrong is wrong. And they got into each other's face. Chris Eubanks didn't fight. I'm talking about Senior. He didn't back down. And then next thing you know, he headbutted him and bit him in the ear. And this is out of Chris's mouth. He said it's the very first time he met Mike Tyson.
That's some wild shit. Send me that link though, Combo, so I can.
I'm not sending you this shit again, man.
You gonna do it? You gonna do what the fuck I tell you to do? All right. I don't pay you in Skittles for no reason, nigga.
When we talking Skittles, I'll have that thing to you in a minute.
Oh shit. Pittsburgh, man, what's going on with you though?
And it's all good, man. I just finally looked real deep into that whole situation with the mama and the 14-year-old son. Because I've been seeing the shit and try to let the shit fizzle down and see some of the details. That's a wild story. That's wild shit. Some of this stuff you can't even imagine. That's how that shit. Some of these little stories when you really look into this shit. That got to be the worst mama ever, right there, man. She running neck and neck. She up there.
Well, what did she do that was wrong though?
I'm back to this. Wait a minute.
Hey, listen. Hold on, real quick.
Hold up.
I just had this argument with my mama. And I said the same damn thing.
She the worst. Look,
I said she a piece of shit.
Yeah, first of all, it's 11 o'clock at night. She had a spot that she know. You know them spots where you go in the hood where that shit be popping. She had one of them spots that's what the people are saying that live there. And it's 11 o'clock at night. The son is in the car. She in there. She texts the son, apparently, at some point and tell the son to come in there with the thing on. So she's a concealed weapons carrier. When the son come in there, is at the point where her and the dude have already been arguing. And the dude is already to the point where he tell her to say one more word on his grandma. He take off on her. Then the son is already standing in the door because he already got the text message. Then he pop, boom, dude run out. The mama tells the son to shoot him some more, keep on shooting. The young man follow him outside, kill him, he out of there. She also told him to kill the girlfriend too.
Yeah, she killed the witnesses.
She tried to take the gun from him.
No, she told him to kill them.
And he snatched the gun back.
Yes.
So listen, I just had this argument with Lo, and I had the argument with my mother. And this is what I will say. No woman is going to disagree that because every woman wants their son to do that, right? Every woman wants their son to be their protector.
As a son, I would want to protect my mother like that also.
That's cool. But as a son, but hold on.
Why are you putting him in that position though?
That's what I'm saying. As a son, it's not your job to protect your mother. And as a
so you think she went in there and started shit?
Hold on.
Or a nigga got aggressive with her and she said, "Bring me my pistol."
As a parent, it's your job to not put your children in a position to do anything but succeed.
Yeah.
So because me telling them bring me my pistol is putting him in a position to not succeed.
Yes. Because if I got a concealed carry, it's for my person. Wait. It's not for inside of my vehicle. If I'm getting outside of my vehicle, it needs to be concealed on my person and not with an underage child.
What if she just got off work? She said, "Let me take this uniform off."
It's 11 o'clock at night. You know that boy had to eat beforehand. Why the fuck you ain't meal prep?
You don't know her. You don't know her schedule, nigga. You don't know her life.
But wait a minute.
I know you can meal prep.
But wait a minute. Forget that meal prep shit. We all know there's a nigga in the hood that just don't give a fuck. You don't respect grandmama, granddaddy, your
And I
uncle,
gotta
your
back
mom, or the
down because you don't
pastor.
give a
Like
fuck.
he don't give a fuck. Like
Hey,
you a woman.
and him
Like
not
look,
giving a fuck got him put exactly where he needed to be.
no, because the woman, listen, that woman is sitting up there arguing. She's a weaker vessel, right? She's not gonna beat that
In
dude
the
up,
video,
right?
she was cornered by the man. There was
Nah,
no
she
other.
listen.
How can you say you
Listen,
afraid? Hold
Coop,
on. How can
she
you say you
talking
afraid in
shit
your
to the
corner, but
dude.
you put your head down to text somebody
Bro,
and say,
she
Listen,
can't say
bro.
nothing back to somebody talking shit to her. She just gotta
Bro.
be docile and fall back.
No, you can't be that scared if you text.
Yes, bro. Listen, like we not finna do the whole women can't have all that masculinity where they super tough like that, man. And then want a man. You know how many niggas is dead or in jail behind some shit like that, some petty shit where the woman went and said, "Hey, that dude tried to holler at me," or some shit that really could have been brushed off. That ain't that serious.
That wasn't the case. That man was threatening violence on her.
And she could have walked
what happened
away.
before that, though? But what happened before that?
Away.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, what happened before that?
Nobody knows.
What happened before that?
Hold on.
Argument.
Hey, Coop. If somebody if somebody,
are we justifying the nigga about the bitch?
No, that nigga got what he got. Listen, that nigga is dead. He got what he got. The problem is that woman put that young boy in that situation. Is what I'm saying. That nigga was he was gonna wreck out either way. If it wasn't that situation,
so if
he that kind of nigga, somebody was gonna get his ass.
He
was gonna get it either way.
If she didn't tell her son come into business with the gun, she just would have been punched on.
Hold on.
No, because she wouldn't have been arguing with the dude. She shouldn't have been sitting out there arguing. You know, you could have watched. So she couldn't have walked away.
Arguments happen. He couldn't have walked away.
She is listen, bro. Women are not supposed to be. So a woman's supposed to be sitting up there arguing with a man.
A woman ain't supposed to be arguing with a man. But she also done got to run from a nigga who threatened her and backing her down into a corner, like she's.
Men do that. Women don't do that. Cool.
Hey,
yeah,
cool.
Women don't fight men like that. Cool.
Let me ask you a question. Cool. Are you going to your local when you go to your neighborhood or the carry out in your neighborhood or the I don't know what y'all call it out there in the Bay, carry out or the Wendy's indoor store, whatever you Chinese spot. 2 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night in your neighborhood, in the hood, you're not expecting to see the same type of niggas that you're going to see at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, we had that conversation that the son should have initially been the one getting the food. Mom shouldn't even been out there.
Yeah,
like the son should have been the one waiting in line, right?
And we agree with that. But what I'm saying
that's
is
these new age kids. We don't know what transpired to where moms got out the car to go get the food.
I agree with that. But what I'm saying is this: as a man, I'm gonna speak about myself. As a man, right? And I'm from the gutter. That's cool. But I'm not about to go to the Denny's on Benning Road over in southeast and northeast where the borderline at by the shrimp boat, all for no 1 a.m. and expect nothing to happen. I'm gonna have the dog with me. I'm gonna make sure I'm prepared for what's gonna happen because them niggas is out there at that time is different type of niggas. I'm not gonna go to the Eddie Leonard's on Southern Avenue and be like, oh, okay, I might just walk in here and get my food. I'm not saying I'm a bitch. I'm saying, nigga, what's wrong with the drive-thru?
But wait a minute. What does it mean when somebody say one more thing on my mama, on my grandmama? What that mean?
She didn't even say shit and he still starts socking.
No. But cool. What that mean? What that mean? No. What that mean? When the dude say that, what does that mean?
He gonna hit her
in the hood.
But
exactly. But how did it get to that point? It's so
a man don't just come out his mouth and be like, say one more thing.
Yeah,
that nigga was on the ego trip and let a bitch get him in his feelings. That's what happened.
And he gone. That nigga was gonna crash out either way. Like I think y'all I think you confusing what I'm saying.
So
he was gonna be gone.
Y'all blaming the mama.
She failed as a parent.
Going to get something
she did.
Two adults failed.
He shouldn't have had to protect her, Jake. That's the problem. He should not have been in that position to
have to protect her. Crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
They could have been at home and somebody came in their house.
Then that would have been
not what happened. But that's not what happened, bro.
Not going into the threat and calling your son into a further threat.
If he got put in a position to have to protect his mom and any other,
why did he have to protect his mom if she not arguing with a dude? Exactly.
If somebody break in your house and he gets the gun and kill him, are y'all arguing the same thing? Like he shouldn't have been able to get the gun. He shouldn't have had to protect his mama.
Listen, all right,
She
listen.
shouldn't have been arguing in public, bro. You in public, like unless you're in a
y'all act
relationship.
like y'all never argue with somebody in public.
I do.
My woman,
all the time.
yeah, you gonna argue with your woman, but a man and a woman have
So
no
if you know a
room to
nigga
be
can kill
arguing.
you and niggas get killed every day, then why y'all argue with niggas in public?
So no, check this. Because my
Dude,
arguments,
men.
hold on.
That's not the same thing, though.
Hold on.
Like
hold
men.
on. My arguments with a man in public is going straight physical because I don't have time. We not playing those
y'all
games.
niggas
I'm not
didn't
about to
argue
go
with
back
women
and
in
forth
public
with
before.
you. We're going to get it in. If I'm in a curry out and you on some other shit and I'm on some other shit, I'm like, what's up? And you like, what's up? Or
You never
I'm trying to
argue
order
with a
my
woman in
food and you
public
on my
before?
back like, hey, cuz, back up. And you say,
Hell no.
man, I'm going to do
Why
what the
would
fuck
you,
I want to do.
If that's not
then
your
I'm popping
woman,
off for
I
you.
didn't cuss the bitch out in public.
Now,
No, we don't do that. We
was
don't.
it your
It ain't no
woman?
cussing the bitch out. It's hands.
Was it your
Men,
woman?
we deal with physical.
Wait a minute. Time out. Was it your woman?
Nah. Hell no. The bitch got mad because I was backing in the parking spot and tried to pull in my parking spot. I cussed that bitch out, calling every bitch in the book.
That's different. You in two vehicles.
That's different,
We
though,
talking
cool,
about.
man.
But what
You in the
if
vehicle, bro?
What if her son would have got
man.
out and shot me?
Come on, man.
According to you, he was justified and she did the right thing.
Yeah, because I was threatening his mama.
Stop it,
I'm
man.
not
Stop
saying,
it, man.
I'm not saying
If I got off the car, walked
protect
to
his
her window
mother.
and started punching on her,
Cap.
I don't.
he's
Cap.
not wrong.
You're getting it. No one's saying the boy is wrong. No one's saying the boy
You
is
talking
wrong.
y'all
about
saying
the
the mama's
mama.
a piece of shit because her son.
She is, because she
Yes,
put her son in that
she is.
situation.
She didn't, bro. She told the man bring her the gun.
Why did she need a gun? Why didn't she leave? At the
Because
point
a
where she felt
grown
like she
man
needed
is
a gun.
threatening her safety.
Hold
Wait,
on.
no, well,
Okay,
cool.
check this.
At
No,
the
no,
point
hold
when
on,
you,
hold on,
at
Prince.
the point when you decide you need a gun, that's the time you fucking leave. That's time
You don't see the
leaving.
man backing her into
That's
a
not,
corner? Y'all didn't see
what are
the
you
man
talking about backing her in the corner? What
She
you talking
had
about,
no
cool?
way to get out.
You didn't see
Wait a
her
minute.
backing
What?
and getting back
Wait a
into
She
the
was
minute.
in the corner.
But she,
Wait a
but
minute,
she
wait a
was
minute.
so afraid, but she could send a text message.
She can send a
nigga.
text to
You
the,
know it's
you
easy to
talking
send a
about,
text.
nah, you wait a minute.
Look,
Y'all talking
you
about,
took your
y'all talking about right
face
when he
off.
started to
Listen.
hit her.
She could have been in the line waiting for her food. The dude could have been further away. When the video started, he was close in the position to hit it. He could have been further
He
away.
hit
I
her.
was like, this
Right, but
motherfucker ain't been
before,
tripping. Bring me
But
my
dude,
gun because
she
he
wasn't
tripping.
even arguing with the nigga though. She didn't. She was.
Bruh,
She just.
she wasn't
she
even
She was not
no,
hostile
yelling
in
at
the
the nigga or
video.
nothing, dude.
she was, bro.
She was not
What?
hostile in that video. I
So
watched
why
that
did she
video
tell
like
the son to
100
bring her a
times.
gun? Why did
Because
she
the
tell her
nigga
son to
was
bring a
on her
gun?
heels.
Okay, hold on,
that's
hold
what
on.
I'm saying, Coop. So you contradicting what you're saying. Something led up to her telling her son to bring the
And
gun.
if you
Yeah, the
said that
nigga
old boy
tripping in the
girlfriend was
restaurant
in
led
there,
up to it.
if you
Okay,
said
so if he
old boy
tripping, why you
girlfriend
not
was in there,
leave?
Why do I have to leave if I'm waiting for my
There
food?
you go. Because you a man, Coop. You don't have to leave. You're a man. That's the point. That's a
So she
woman
gotta
with a
leave. She gotta
child.
say,
Exactly.
what?
She should have left.
Fuck the
She
food
should
that
have
I'm feeding
left.
my kid with. Let me
You
just
damn
leave.
right.
Because I'm gonna be
I
a
want
bad
my woman to
parent in y'all
leave. I don't want my
eyes.
woman in there arguing and fighting with no man. That's craziness.
She
Gentlemen,
wasn't
let me hold
arguing,
on,
fighting with no man.
hold on, real quick. Yes, as a man, I should not have to leave, and as a woman, you should not have to leave. But the world that we live in is a world that we live in. A woman should be able to walk down the street ass naked right now, and no man touch him. But guess what? The world we live in, a man can't even walk down the street ass naked, and a man don't touch him.
People should be able to exchange words without somebody touching
Nah,
them.
man.
You're
Nah, with a
correct,
child,
but we don't
your
live in that
duty
world.
is to protect your
Hold
child,
on,
bro.
Pitts.
My
Hold on,
words made
Pitts.
you do
Hold on,
that.
Coop. We don't live in that world, and they obviously don't live in that community. If you feel as though you have to have a concealed carry and have a pistol
She
on
was
you
a security
at all
guard.
times.
She has
You
a
still have
security
okay as a
for her
security guard. You
job.
can have it locked up
She's
in
a
your trunk. No,
licensed.
you went to the
Period.
point of having it on you or having it concealed. Having a concealed license meaning that you feel as though it's something that you should have on you to stop a threat. And let's be realistic. How many carryouts or Chinese spots is open at 11 o'clock at night that's not in the hood?
Why does it matter
And
where the food is located?
Because
It could have been a
that make a
racist white
difference,
man
bro.
doing the
threat.
same thing.
You
No,
can't go
Coop,
to
you
a
know the
threat
hood
and then
ain't the
say, "Oh my
same.
God, I had
Y'all
a
done
threat."
seen racist white niggas attack black women in restaurants.
But that's
also.
not what happened, Coop.
Stop
And after he
pinning it
shot
in
her,
the
she said,
hood.
shoot him some more. So
It
it's
could have
okay for her to
happened
say, keep
anywhere.
shooting him?
Kill that
Come
motherfucker.
on,
He
man.
put his hands on me. What do you mean?
Oh, my God. Okay.
What are
All
y'all?
right, cool.
Are y'all crazy?
Cool.
Like,
No, we not, bro.
bro.
That's
I'm
a
gonna be
bad,
honest.
like, we're
Pittsburgh,
not
If
blaming
that
the
happened,
son.
Pittsburgh, you got kids
if
that
that
are white,
happened here
right?
in DC in the 80s, her son would have been in Lorton getting fucked by the next day. So is that worth it?
Dog, what happens behind the bars is what happens. But him protecting his mama was commendable.
Okay,
he's not wrong.
What he did is commendable, but what the two adults did is disgusting. The
That's
young
the
man,
problem.
What that man did was disgusting.
She's
to put that
disgusting
woman
too.
in the position.
So okay, so we're not
have
gonna
her
hold this
kid
bitch
come
accountable.
protect her.
We're not gonna hold this young lady accountable.
For what?
Okay.
For what?
Okay.
So you think women supposed to be arguing with men? And you think there's no repercussions behind that?
Women are
Like,
not
you
supposed
tripping,
to argue with men, right? But if it happens,
No, they're
it
not.
happens. You can't
Look,
say,
well, if we had a full
don't
panel
argue
up here
with
with
them,
women
run,
on
like,
here, y'all will go crazy
nigga,
about a
learn to keep
woman.
your hands to yourself.
No, but cool. People would go crazy if a woman was up here talking crazy to men. The men on this panel would lose their mind. So if they can do it they can't do it on the internet. What makes people think they can do that in person? Because we are civilized people. It's a bunch of wild niggas in the hood. You can't go in the hood with that shit, bro. Everybody knows that.
Hood. I live in the hood, and I see it. I don't know.
You can't do that. You can't even do that to there's some 13, 14-year-olds that take off on your ass like that. Like,
and if you take
it's just
off on
different.
my mama, and she call me and say, "Get on this little nigga," guess what I'm gonna do? Max your little ass out. So you put your hands on my mama, you reap the consequences of your actions. Miles was not wrong, bro.
Nah, she wrong, and that's cool.
If it's my mother,
arguing no dudes, man.
Listen, if it's my mother,
that's what he's supposed to do for his mama. That's
I'm
not
gonna tell you this.
The young man don't know what he's supposed
Lo,
to do.
how you feel about this?
If it's
is
my
Miles a
mother,
piece of shit, Lo?
Me and Kama was talking about this shit earlier, so you know where I stand with that shit, because a lot of the factors that we talked about separately had nothing to do with it. I feel like the boy did what he was supposed to do. Yes, she made a poor choice, but in the clip that we saw, I didn't really see her doing no out of the bag shit that would make a nigga stall off. And I don't give a fuck what I say out my mouth. It does not constitute any type of physical violence to follow. And yeah, I get it. Now let me be very clear. She definitely fucked up by going into this place late at fucking night, getting into a motherfucking argument with a nigga. He looked unfucking hinged. She made poor choices, absolutely. But what went down, the mother ain't wrong.
The man got to pay for the poor choices of a woman, which makes sense because that's the way the society, the way America has groomed society, right?
Yeah, but you know what? You keep bringing.
What man is paying for the poor choices?
He's dead. He paid with his life,
bro.
Okay. But he paid for his actions, not her choices.
All right. Let me ask you a question, Coop. Let me ask you a question real quick, Coop. Him yelling at her was right or wrong?
Who yelling at who?
The father, the male who died yelling at her was right or wrong?
It was wrong.
Okay.
He shouldn't have been yelling at her, and he shouldn't have put his hands on her.
Okay, so okay, perfect. So his physical assault is led to her son murdering him, right? So physical assault leads to murder, but verbal assault doesn't lead to physical assault?
No.
That doesn't make any sense.
And box all day and never touch each other.
No, that's not how men operate. That's not how men wire.
That's not how men work.
That's niggas argue.
No, but that's
why.
Bitches.
And you felt like
that's why women shouldn't be. Listen, that's why. No, that's why women shouldn't be arguing with men. Men don't argue without violence. No, it is because men don't argue without violence. That's not happening. Men do not argue without violence in person. That doesn't happen.
It's stupid and not true because there's plenty of niggas that.
So you seen men arguing? You seen men argue in person and not have violence?
Yes.
I ain't never seen that. I've never seen it.
Y'all
never seen it.
These capping ass niggas out here constantly barking from one side of the street to the other one. Yes.
You talking about the internet? I'm talking about
not arguing with a man and not putting my hands on him.
In person, nah, that's never happened.
I'm not about to get in a screaming match with no man. I'm sorry.
And that's what they do.
You said you're not getting in a screaming match with a man?
And not in no person. You're gonna get these hands.
Listen.
Yeah, in person, you're gonna fight, man. Men aren't gonna argue. They ain't gonna have no arguments for 5-10 minutes and nobody's throwing no punches.
A
lot of niggas
don't be wanting to fight. It just be a
I get they don't want to, Coop, but in person, you're gonna be forced to fight. Even if you don't want to.
You've never been in a position where you're forced to fight if you didn't want to fight, bro.
Of course,
Niggas
that's what I'm
just be
saying.
barking at each
If
other.
two men are arguing, if you do or do not want to fight, that has nothing to do with it. You are going to
Niggas be
fight.
bluffing, man. Niggas be bluffing.
You're gonna have to
Yeah,
have violence.
and you know how you call somebody bluff? By whipping their ass.
A lot of
It ain't
niggas
no-
ain't
it
even
ain't
got
no
hands like
niggas
that
not
to
bred
fight.
like that. They're
Niggas
not
ain't-
bred
niggas
like
ain't-
that to stall off first.
How many niggas you think just out here fighting niggas in public because of arguing?
I can only speak of myself.
Dudes don't argue
I'm
in
not
person
arguing
like
with
that.
you without putting my hands on you.
In person, dudes don't argue like that, bro.
I done seen
Women
niggas
do
argue
that, not
every day in my
men.
life, bro. In the store,
In
the
person.
barbershop, in person. I'm talking about in person. Niggas not
Nah,
fighting
man.
like that, bro. Niggas be
But it's
bluffing.
different. It's different to me arguing with you about LeBron and Michael Jordan, who's the best, than me.
I'm
like
talking about niggas
certain words. There's different types of arguments.
I'm talking about niggas standing in front of each other. You a bitch, like niggas arguing and
Nah, I
niggas
ain't
not
never
saying
seen
I
that.
done seen the whole nigga get his baby mama slapped and didn't do shit to that nigga.
Niggas be
She
bluffing,
got
bro.
slapped
Niggas
and,
don't
and
not be
stood
wanting to
there and
fight,
got
bro.
slapped. Come on now.
Nah,
I'm
I
not
ain't
letting
never
that
seen
nigga
that.
off the hook. That lady was
I ain't never
nowhere
seen
near
that.
wrong.
Well, I'm here to tell
What
you
she said,
happened.
what did she say up to that point? That's the whole. You can't just go run around saying stuff to
We
people
don't know.
and not
I don't
expect
give a fuck
nothing.
But
what
all
she
right,
said.
but check this though.
You
Lo.
don't care, but
You would do
evidently
nothing.
he cared. Yeah,
Lo,
evidently the man cared.
nothing that
He
she
cared
did
enough to
that
lose
night
his life.
you would have done.
He
Nothing that
did,
she
and
did
people.
that
There's a lot
night
of
you
people
would have
dead
done.
in jail that do that. You can't
So
just
how can
say
you justify
anything to
what
anybody.
she's done?
I don't think he
Let
was
me tell you
under the
something.
influence
You think
or
I ain't
anything.
never got into it with bitch niggas? Are you serious?
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying
But we
as
not talking about bitch
an
niggas.
adult
That's the
right
whole
now.
problem. Y'all
You not
value
about.
this off of
Oh
bitch
my God.
niggas.
Now y'all splitting hairs.
No,
bitch
I'm not
nigga,
splitting
regular
hairs.
bitch.
It's a
I'm saying,
It
goalpost
don't
being
matter.
moved.
You would not
Exactly.
be in that curry out 11 o'clock at night. You would not be.
That's not the point that's being made, though. My decisions and her decisions are two different things.
But that's the argument that me and Pitts are saying. We're not saying. See, y'all are focused on. Hey, the young man did right. The woman
That's
was
not what we
assaulted.
focused on. You
That's
sitting there talking
okay.
about
We
something
got
she
that.
basically
But
wanted
let's
this
talk
dude
about
to
the
hit her.
root cause.
That's what you're saying. It's not about the root cause. Because you're
So
basically
we just gonna
saying that this man is in the
disregard the root
right.
cause so it
She
continue
the
to happen.
cause. She's
The
the
root cause
cause.
is
You
what's
can't
gonna
run
stop it from
around doing
happening.
that.
What if that
At
man
the end of the day, we
disrespected
don't
her?
really know what happened, to be
What if
honest.
that man
Whatever
Oh, now
we
we
disrespected
don't
saw
her
was
know.
and she
just a
had to
portion.
defend herself in the store? What if he walked up to her, grabbed her ass, and she's like, "Nigga, don't put your
But
hands
that's
on
not
me."
what
Like,
happened, though, Cool.
and they,
We know
you
that's
don't
not
know
what
what happened.
happened.
So you
Nobody
was there.
knows.
We
What?
know she sent the
Time
text to
gonna
her son
tell.
to
Watch
bring
the
the
truth
tool
gonna
in
come
there.
out. Watch
We
the
know
truth
that
gonna
she
come
sent the
out.
text to the son because the nigga was being aggressive. So of
So why
course,
she didn't leave?
if a nigga,
She was
why
waiting for
did
her
she have to
food.
leave?
You can walk
See,
the
there
fuck
you go.
out.
Because
You can
she's
call the
not a
carry out. Be
man. There
like,
you
listen,
go.
man,
That's
I'm out
that
front. Bring
masculine
my shit
shit.
out
You
front
call the
to me.
police, you
Oh,
leave.
y'all is crazy,
You
bro.
tripping, man.
The
I
bitch
don't
gotta
want,
say
listen.
fuck my
Okay, so
food,
Coop,
fuck
you want your
everything,
woman
cause this,
fighting with a dude?
I
You want your
don't
woman
want
You
my
fighting with a
said she a
dude?
security
no.
guard.
But
She supposed to
also,
be
I
able
would have
to.
been
She
in
No.
there
supposed to be
waiting
able
for
to
the
hold
food.
composure.
I would have been in
First of
there with the
all,
blick waiting for the food. It wouldn't have been her
first of
taking me
all,
for the
is
car.
your woman going out with your child at 11 o'clock at night looking for some fucking food in the hood? Is that
Bruh,
happening?
they're grown. You don't know if she's a single parent. That boy could have been
You
at
don't know if
home
he could have.
all
Nah,
day,
answer the
not
question, Coop.
8.
Answer the
The
question,
bitch
Coop. Is
can't
your
Uber
woman
Eats.
Come
leaving
on, I
at
gotta
11
feed
o'clock
you.
at night getting some fucking food in the hood? Is that happening?
Bruh,
Because I guarantee you that shit ain't happening in my house.
listen, you are the man of the house, so of course you're gonna go out and retrieve it. But what if she's a single mother that has to feed her kid?
Well, hey, if you that
No,
nigga's
she was
uncle,
married.
you that
She was
nigga's
married.
father, go get your
No,
son
she
because
was
that bitch
married.
sending him down the
What
road.
if her hubby was at work and she trying to feed her kid?
She was married. So now we doing all the what if. The if is a fifth game.
I mean, y'all
She
doing
was
the what
married,
if
so
too.
we can
Y'all
spell
judging
that.
her and don't know the
So
pre-story.
You judging
no, we
him
know
and you
there
don't
was
know
a
the
conflict
pre-story.
before that. We
You
know
don't know
that
this
she
bitch
said it was
came
a
up and spit on his face.
You said what?
You judging
We know it's a
the
conflict.
guy that got killed before knowing the story. You don't know if she walked up and spit on that
I'm
man.
judging him because his actions caused him to get
Okay,
killed.
but you don't
No,
know
you
what
seen
caused
part
his
of it.
actions.
Yeah, you seen. Listen, that dude
I
is
seen
dead.
him.
So
I
whatever
seen
he
him do
did, he
actions
got what
to get killed.
he's out of here. His actions caused him to die. Her actions caused her son to kill somebody and be traumatized with that for the rest of his
Her
life.
actions is standing in the corner looking
Nah,
scared
she
as fuck.
just ain't do
texting her.
nothing. Come on,
She
man,
had
Coop, stop it.
she had a conversation with a man who decided to put his hands on her. What
She
was
just
that?
walked up to him and say, "Hey, how you doing?
You
How's
had
your
an
day?
argument, so
How
are we
are you?
justifying?
Great."
Y'all Y'all both arguing the point that we would never know.
Justify assault.
Coop, you can't. You know, like, look, you
So a
can't say
woman
certain shit
arguing
to
with a
certain
man
people.
justifies her being assaulted.
No, that's not what I'm saying, Coop. We live in the real world. People are triggered by words, bro. You can't just walk around saying anything to certain people. We all know this. You can't do that. I said don't use no. And then when it's not just you. Like if your daughters or your woman, your wife decide if she gets into a fight, it's not just her. It's you. It's her brothers. It's the father. Everybody getting involved in that shit, bro. That's not the same situation as a man getting into a fight. It's not nowhere remotely close to that. So that's just like a woman coming to tell you, hey, that dude tried to holler at me. Like, what is that? It's women that do shit like that create problems that aren't unnecessary. Everything shouldn't rise to that level. Some shit can be ignored. And men are the ones that should have all this masculinity where they can't leave and they can't walk away. Women shouldn't be like that. And to the point where she telling the son to keep on shooting the nigga. Like it's a lot of things that's wrong with that whole situation, man. A lot of stuff that's wrong. And they dropped the charges. She never had to go to court.
Yeah.
They completely dropped the charges.
She just got assaulted and her son protected her. That's all the jury gonna see on that one. So
What
I don't really see
up,
that being something that
Never happens with a black man. We just seen the dude in Florida where the dudes came to his house and he had to go through a whole court proceeding.
Well,
never happens to a man like that. They don't just drop charges like that.
They just did.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
For a woman, yeah. For a woman.
It was a kid. The son was the one that shot him.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I checked, was a black man, but I know it don't fit the narrative. It's cool.
He was 14 years old. He's not a man. He's a child.
Hey, he shot a motherfucker dead for his mama. He's a man.
You know, he's a child. 14-year-old, you're a child.
They would try him as a fucking man.
No. I know
okay, so when you're when you're 17, 364 days old, you're a child, but the next day you're a man.
He's 14. He's 3 years removed from 17. He's 14. He's nowhere near 17. He's damn sure ain't 18. That's a child.
Being a man or a woman isn't based on age.
We want to make black kids men before they're men, but that's a child.
That's fine, but
you're a man based on life experience. And in many other cultures, many other cultures that aren't American, by the time you're 14, 15, you are a man.
Okay, but we're in America, so he's a child. He's 14 years old.
Dog.
But you're descendants of Africans, so he's a man.
Hey, wait.
No, we're not. You know how many generations.
I can these arguments every fucking night about I'm American because I'm here in America. But I get told that I'm not because of my descendants. So which one is it?
Bro, he's 14 years old. If anything happens to that young man at 14 years old, what
can do
the
like
person who does it is
he
an
can
adult.
he can get tried as an adult.
No, y'all let me finish. If he's 14-year-old and a man walks up to him and smacks him, he's going to be charged for assaulting a minor, not another man.
He didn't kill him.
But if that minor kills him, he can be tried as an adult.
Not at 14, bro. Y'all tripping, man. Y'all want because he's 14.
No, they can charge him
14.
They tried kids as young as 12 as adults.
14.
Hold his ass in juvie until he's 18, and he will go over to the regular side and he's being tried as an adult.
They did that to me. They did that to me, Piss. I got charged as an adult.
Listen, man, it depends on the state that you're in. It depends on the time.
It's worldwide. They tried
that is the mother. That's her minor child. I know we want to make him.
Piss.
What you mean it don't matter? That's her child. That's her child. So does she say that's my man or she say that's my child? That's her child.
Yo, you're bugging.
No, I'm not moving the goalposts. That's her child. That's not her child.
We're not saying you're moving the goalposts.
Oh, you are your parents' child also,
as an adult. Because of his crime, the state of his crime, this ain't no misdemeanor. He stole some gum out the store. He killed someone. He will be tried as an adult.
No, he's not, because they dropped the charges.
Yes, he did. Oh my God!
But they were charging him as an adult.
They dropped the charges. They dropped the charges.
Because of the Pitts.
They dropped the charges, bro. The point I'm making is that it never made to court. Everybody else that happened because that woman was involved. That never made it to court.
Hey, Pittsburgh, I love you, but this is moving the goalposts.
No, it's not, bro. Because we've seen it too many different occasions where a man did the same thing and he had to go through the whole court proceedings.
That never happened with these people.
That's just because they didn't want to waste the money. Who's going to find that man and the woman guilty?
Cost so much money to go through that court, both of them.
You think the people care? You know how many people they
They
tried
obviously care.
Hold on.
Now you said that. We've seen them spend millions of dollars on trial that they know they're gonna lose.
No, hear me out. You go to a blind jury. The blind jury decides.
Nobody was going to convict them once they seen that video.
We don't know that.
Can y'all let me go real quick?
Nobody was going to convict them.
Let Combo go real fast.
Let me go real quick. So you go to a blind jury. The blind jury decides if this case would be moved forward to a grand jury. And no woman is going to convict a young man of doing what she want her son to do, and all remaining there is a son.
And that's about half the jury.
And they would not convict that of that, right? Also, yes, I know personally because I was charged. I was 14, and it was 9 months of my 15th birthday, and they charged me as an adult for a murder that they supposedly said I committed. And they did that in Maryland. Lastly, I just find it very strange how in these other countries that we look down on, like Afghanistan and the Philippines and stuff like that, and Vietnam, that women aren't allowed to walk the streets without an of-age male for incidents like this. But we allow this whole freedom bullshit to run through our narratives, and we get shit like this, and we're making arguments about dumb shit and failures of parents.
But that's not even. But look, if you have a weapon, you take any weapons course. The moment somebody turns their back to you, they are no longer a threat to you. You cannot shoot anybody in the back, even in your house.
He was
if somebody break in,
punching this lady in the face.
No, he wasn't. Once he shot him, once he shot him. He turned his back to him and he ran away and he continued to shoot him.
The man only got shot twice.
Even if somebody breaks in your house and they break in your house and they run away and you shoot them in the back.
Different states, different laws.
No, it's not. Castle,
you can't.
No, it's not. Castle, you can't shoot nobody in the back, bro. Castle doctrine has
nothing to do with the shooting. Castle doctrine is about.
Is in your house.
In your house. That's not the castle.
In your house, and it's based off of the retreat.
No, it's not. That's not castle doctrine.
You cannot shoot a retreating individual anywhere.
Listen, castle doctrine is if you have a gun registered to one address, but you stay at another address majority of the time, you can also have the firearm at that address and use it as self-defense in that home. That's
what that got to do with shooting a nigga from behind.
But you have the duty to retreat in your castle. That's why it's called castle doctrine. That's what it's for. Dude, and you can't shoot somebody in the back.
I teach this, right? I'm not arguing against you, but I'm telling you, different states, different laws. Some states have a failure to retreat. Some states you have to reach. So, perfect example. In Maryland, where I live at now, you have to, if someone came into my living, kick the door in, I have to retreat from my living room to my bedroom. DC, if they kick the door in, I have the right to do whatever I need to do. The moment they turn their back, they're no longer a threat. Then you can do that. You have stand your ground. DC isn't a self-defense thing.
So
you can't.
If you turn your back to them, can you still shoot them in any state?
Yes.
If somebody turns their back to you, can you still shoot them?
Florida, Virginia, those red states, you can get away with it.
No, you can't.
I don't know Illinois law. I don't know Illinois law, but I know Florida.
If you turn your back
Virginia,
to somebody. No, you can't, bro. That's not true. If somebody turns their back to you, they're no longer a threat. There's too many cases in Florida where that's happening.
Okay, well,
and old boy got off with it.
No, it didn't. Not all those cases the person gets off with them.
Okay, I'm telling you.
That's not how the law works. The law don't work like that. You can't. Somebody turns their back to you can't just continue to shoot them. That's not true.
We're on the same side of that. But what I'm telling you is different states, different laws. So you can't make that argument and say, hey, this is the rule, because each state adopts a different interpretation of the law and the rule. Some have stand your ground, some has retreat, some have fucking castle. Like some don't even acknowledge castle doctrine. Some don't even, you don't even have to have a permit. Some you don't even have to have a carry. Some even don't even accept carries. That's the problem with now, I'm not gonna say it's a problem because listen, I love firearms. I'm an NRA member. I'm an NRA instructor. Please take this with a grain of salt what I say. The problem I have is that there's too many different laws in too many different places and not one universal guideline.
No, exactly.
But you can't shoot anybody when they turn their back to you in no state.
You can.
Like you can't.
You can't. No, you can't.
If the person,
you telling me, so you telling me
they're no longer a threat to
you.
you. If they're no longer a threat to you and they have their back turned to you, you can no longer continue to shoot that person and be justified.
So you telling me somebody run into your house, they get to your living room, you get your gun, you in the kitchen, and they're running out. You telling me you're not going to shoot this intruder after they come into your space? Yes, you can.
No, it's not about what I would do. It's about the law. There's no state that you can continue to shoot somebody if their back is turned. No, it's not. They're no longer a threat to you. Look up each state that you're talking, and you'll see plenty of court rulings that are against what you're saying in the courts. In the courts. And I know you're saying it, but in the court, there's plenty of cases where people have turned their back and shot them in the back. No, it doesn't. That you can shoot somebody in the back when they're no, you can't.
If they're in your house, it does not matter. Front, back, side, they're getting shot. So who gives a fuck? Yes, once
you don't care. The law cares. I know you don't care, but the law cares.
I do
no, it
care.
doesn't.
The law says
Texas still have
if they come into my house and you telling me I have grounds to shoot an intruder, if it's
I'm not telling you anything. I'm telling you what the law is.
The law.
So let me pull up some court cases.
Please.
No, let me pull up some court cases because see, you think I'm just talking. I know exactly what I'm saying. I know exactly what I'm saying. There's court cases that's telling you that.
Make sure it's in Virginia.
Anybody there?
Oh, we waiting.
Oh, okay. I wonder what happened. Hey, DJ, come on up. Steph said dead ass dead right now. That's out of order shit. Pissed about the bishop of the hour. DJ salutes my peeps. He's driving. What is he looking for?
Apparently some cases that say you can't shoot someone in the back.
Yeah, there's plenty of cases that say that you can't. Just like they have cases that said you can't fire warning shots. And that case is a case out of Texas where a young man was walking down the street. The police officers received a call about a house getting broken into. They show up. They see a guy walking down the street. So they fired a warning shot, which wound up hitting someone else. It was a liability issue. So moving forward, it went to the Congress. I forgot exactly what it's called. They made me remember that shit. I don't remember it. But yeah, that's a case. But each state has their own individual rules and regulations. So like anything else in state or in law, there's a federal regulation and then there's a state regulation, and even your personal county or town can be even stricter. What they cannot do is loosen the laws, but what they can always do is make it tighter and stricter, which is stupid because who needs more governments and more laws? Yeah, so that's speaking on the duty to retreat attacker in any place in which one is lawful present. Yeah, so there are some places where I said that already. There's some states where you don't have the right to retreat, and there's some states where you do have the right to retreat.
Fuck, man.
Kyle, I sent you the link, man, like twice.
I got it, nigga. I got it.
All right, yeah. I was surprised as hell when I heard him say, because he was talking so good about Mike Tyson. I'm like, this guy, like, Mike Tyson's a crazy guy. And he started talking about how he got his ear bit. He said fucking Teddy bit him right at the tip of his ear. And I was like, oh shit. And even other people that was interviewing was like, hold on, are you serious? He was like, yeah, like Mike Tyson's a big kid. Everything is learned behavior, which makes sense. He's seen him do that probably more than once. Max, what are your views? I'm pretty sure you got
Mike Tyson's a rapist, but he's still cool. He's still a legend.
I was talking about the kid before you did that one.
I think the kid did what he was supposed to do. You know, you shoot first, ask questions later, man. And nobody concerned about the law when your family's in danger. You do what you do.
I understand that. I said that. Look, I had this conversation with my mother earlier. That's why I had to call you back. Because it was my mother, and then we wound up talking about it. And of course, Gabby.
But I do think Pittsburgh is right on that point, though, because I was actually locked up with a kid who never been in trouble in his life. He was selling weed. Someone came and tried to rob him. They ended up running away, getting to the front yard, and he shot him with a shotgun. And he got hit because of that. Because the dude was running away and he wasn't in the house no more. And even though he was on the property, he was.
Matter of fact, dude, think about Rudolph, the NFL player. The guy was in a car fleeing away, and he still got away with killing a dude. You can still shoot, like some places they got weird ass laws that needs to be updated. Yep. Like I know personally. Now I do agree with what he said. You can be charged as a like you could be a minor charged as an adult. Like when I was 14. Murder law is if it's 14 and 9 months to your 15th birthday, and if it's a murder, they can charge you as an adult. So when I got caught, they waited until it was 9 months until my 14th birthday to bring me up to court and charge me for the murder. And they charged me. I walked in with the bailiffs and walked out with the fucking sheriffs. I was like, hold on, no, this is different. Hold on. What the fuck is going on? This is not who I came in here with. Why are these people around me? I didn't write a statement for your information, Max.
You still a cop.
Still a cop.
Still a cop.
Mm-hmm.
I know Max over there like, he wrote a statement. Guess what? I couldn't spell to even write the statement.
Sorry, you can do verbal statements now, audio statements.
Dude, this is like early 2000s. There was no verbal audio statements. They took a tape recording of what you had to say, and then they tell you to write it out on a piece of paper. And I just kept saying, can I go back to juvie? Can I go back to juvie? I'm like, what's wrong with Cheltenham? Why am I in the Upper Marlboro? Take me to Cheltenham. I'm a minor.
It's more than one court case. Let me see if I can put the links in there. Mason County, Arlington Heights, where people are being charged for shooting intruders. So like I said, at the court, that's not, it doesn't really work like that. And then of course they have to go through the individual, but they pick them up, arrest them, charge them, and they have to go through the whole court proceedings. So if there was no law for them to even get arrested, they wouldn't be picking these people up, charging them, and arresting them. And those are within Virginia. Arlington Heights, that's Virginia. Mason County, that's Virginia. There's more than that. There's quite a few of them.
Lolo.
I said you'll be able to find cases that reference that, but I'm telling you, different states, different laws. This incident happened in Illinois where they have different laws. Also, the law, hear me out, Pitts. The law can be tightened, not loosened. So different counties can be different counties or different jurisdictions can even increase the law. They can alter it. They can change it to make it more restrictive. They cannot loosen it.
I thought she told the kid to go to the car.
I thought she was talking to the dude that got killed. It looked like she was looking at him because he said go to the car.
They said her son was in the restaurant.
He was in the restaurant, but when she said get in the car, she was looking at him. Now this is the thing.
Talking about?
In that video,
the son was in the restaurant with her.
No, he wasn't. No, she texted
he was in the doorway.
No, wait, time out. He was in the car. She texted him previous to the event for him to come into the restaurant. That's how he ended up in the doorway when the event happened.
Yeah, and
he wasn't in there when she initially went in there. He was not in there with her.
That's not what he's talking about.
Who did she tell to go to the car?
When she was arguing with him right before the shots before she got hit, she said go to the car, and that's when the guy was like, "Go to the car," and he popped off on her. That's why I thought she was talking to the guy, but makes me believe I thought that possibly them two had something going on.
No, they got text messages to her texting her son, telling him to come.
No.
Bring it.
After that, if you look at the video, if you listen to the video, don't look at it, just listen. You'll hear her say, go to the car. And she's looking right at the guy. That's why I thought she was talking to the guy.
I don't know who she's talking to. I just know that they have the son didn't go into the restaurant initially with her.
No. So, we know that. We know that. We're talking about after
who she was talking to. Yeah, so who she was talking to, I don't know.
Do you think maybe she was telling her son, fuck it, just go back to the car? Or do you think it looked like she was looking at the nigga because she said go to the car and the nigga responded?
I don't know.
It looked like as soon as the son walked to the door, the nigga socking his mama. And
no. Because that's when the son's at the door and the nigga was like, say one more motherfucking thing. He did his whole little skit.
Yeah, he walked up in there. Yeah, that's when he walked up.
And that's what he responded was go get your ass in the car.
I don't know who she was talking to though. Because she wasn't looking at
her son. Who else would you be telling to get in the car?
She wasn't looking at the
son. Talking to that nigga.
Yeah, she wasn't looking at the son.
She was looking at the nigga. Why was she talking to that nigga?
I don't know. That's what we're saying. It don't make no sense, cool.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying. It don't make no sense.
How you don't think that? I don't know.
She wasn't looking at the son though. Maybe she was talking to him without looking at him.
Maybe she didn't want to take her eyes off the nigga that's threatening to hit her.
But how is that when you take your eyes off the text your son coming out the car?
Yeah.
Looking at a phone and looking at a person?
She was texting because she was almost certain in herself that she wasn't gonna get hit. That's what that was. She knew. She was like, I know this nigga not about to hit me. So yeah, she took a second to text. When he indeed did hit her.
That bitch trash.
Well, why would you do that if you think you did that kind of a problem?
Okay.
She didn't feel the threat.
So why she told her son to come in with the tool then? Why she told her son to come in there with the gun then? If she wasn't threatened. What she need the gun for?
What did the witnesses say?
The witnesses said they story collaborated. That's why they not getting charged.
Nah,
that nigga was in there being hostile.
Yeah, but
stretched out.
Of course he did. That's not what we saying, cool. We saying that that young man should have never been in that position. That's what that's what we saying.
Listen, man.
We're not saying that the young man is wrong for popping their ass. Of course he had to pop because he was jumping on his mama.
It's given women can't do nothing without y'all accusing them.
No, man. No, like listen, man.
Bro,
like, you shouldn't do certain shit because you have a child. Like when you have your kids with you.
The lady was feeding her kid and got assaulted. And
you talking about talking about that one look at 11 o'clock. Okay, so so is you want your woman with your kids riding around 11 o'clock taking
I do not want to, right? But if I'm not around and she gotta feed my kids, she gonna make it happen, right?
Not like that.
Fucking, come on, man.
So I gotta get punched.
So you want your kids to go to the corner store? You want your kids to go to the corner store at 11 o'clock at night?
Hold on.
My kids ain't old enough to go to the store by themselves.
Let me say this. So because it's 11 o'clock at night, she deserved to get punched out over some food?
No, that's not what I'm saying. You should not be in certain positions in your. Like it's not just her; it's her child. She's got a minor child. That's what we got into this. So y'all start talking about he's an adult, 14, this and that. No, he's not. He's 14, bro. That's a child. If it was a girl, you'd be saying it's a minor child. Because it's a young man, y'all look at it different. That is true. I can almost guarantee you. If it was a little girl with a dress on, y'all wouldn't be saying this. I can almost guarantee you this. No, it's not victim shaming. That dude deserved to die. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the mama had that, like your kids right now, your woman can't take your kids to the corner store at 11 o'clock at night in the hood and send them in there. That wouldn't be smart.
So that's why she went in there.
It wouldn't be smart for her to go in there. Like certain shit you shouldn't do because you're protecting your child. You're like the protection of your child is you as a parent, not the child. The child is up under your coverage. It's your responsibility to protect your kids.
I mean, I understand that argument. I understand that argument, but it wasn't at night. She went to go get something to eat during the day in Chicago.
No, it's 11 o'clock at night. What you talking about?
It was 11 o'clock at night?
Yeah, it was 11 o'clock at night.
Oh, yeah, you didn't say your ass in the house.
Yes.
Sir.
You live in Chicago.
What if she just got off work and her son been texting her, mama?
Did you not see the way she was dressed? Did you not see the way she was dressed?
DoorDash.
She had on a summer dress. You know women just throw shit on.
DoorDash.
Drive-through open, bro.
Y'all finding so many other options instead of just seeing.
No, but that is a real thing though. As a man, I mean, she's not a man, but most men are gonna think about the safety of their woman and their child when it comes to doing things or going.
Yeah, he would have gotten the food himself. But what if he got into the argument and had to down the nigga?
Well, say if you're going out 11 o'clock, if you're going out 11 o'clock at night in Chicago, you're already at a high risk for some bullshit.
So because it was her going out at 11 o'clock, she should have assumed the risk, basically. Like
she should have went McDonald's, DoorDash, Denny's. It's a whole bunch of other options.
Why y'all finding so many other options? What if she been doing this for years?
Well, bitch, you been doing wrong.
Whole program to fit.
You've been playing stupid games, and now you got a stupid prize because your son had to spend his time in the gym.
Stupid prize. She went to go get something to eat. It ain't like
bitch,
she went
eat
there
earlier. What the fuck do you mean? You can't. You shouldn't be eating carryout every fucking day anyway.
Exactly. We don't know their health. We don't know what they're doing. Like. Come on,
I know his family and her family came out and said the young man graduated high school already at the age of 14. That the young man was on multiple TV shows, that they have multiple resources, and he's not the average hood kid. I know that. I also know that woman wasn't dressed as if she was coming off of fucking work, and I know that young man must not have the right tutelage over top of him to say, hey, nigga, that's your mama. You get out the car. You pump the gas.
That's the only problem I have with it is that the boy didn't go in and get the food.
Okay, but we can't hold the man. We can't hold the boy. That's the problem. We keep holding the male accountable for all around issues. The man that got killed, he's accountable because hold on, Coop. We're gonna hold the man that got killed.
I think it's more of a parenting
because he yelled and he screamed and hollered. We're going to hold the young man accountable because he didn't get out the car. Meanwhile, the bitch who walked her ass into this damn store at 11 o'clock at night to get some goddamn food, knowing she had to feed this 14-year-old boy all goddamn day. She's not accountable.
Hindsight is 2020. Obviously, after the situation happened, it's easy to be like, oh, we shouldn't have done that. I also understand if that's just like their local spot they go to. They've been doing this for years. Nothing's happened. But regardless of any of that, as a parent to a child, especially in a dangerous city like Chicago, so dangerous that your 14-year-old has a gun on him.
First off,
your 14-year-old has a gun on him. Obviously, you know there's danger out there.
Field gun, her service piece for work. It wasn't the 14-year-old's gun. It was the mother's
why did she
gun.
But why did she tell the son to bring it in if she didn't feel the threat?
Nigga was threatening her.
Right. So that's the time to leave, cool.
That's the time to leave, bro.
Nigga, I ain't leaving.
That
I
shit
ain't
happens
without
so
my
fucking
food,
fast.
nigga.
You a man. You're not a
I'm not
woman.
leaving without my food.
Yeah,
I got out the
right,
bed.
because you a man, cool.
This
Because
little
you a
nigga been
man.
bugging me about getting something
Right,
to eat.
right,
I
right,
get
because you
out
a
the
man,
bed, go
cool.
out the house to get the food.
But I'm saying,
and I
like
gotta leave.
You're not a
in my
woman,
life,
bro.
look, I got a 14-year-old daughter, bro, and there's times where we do be hungry late,
You're
kind of
not
get the
gonna take her.
munchies.
You're gonna go get the food because it's a daughter. Her son was
What's the
like,
difference? Should you care less about your son
bruh, you
as a
know
woman?
for a fact that little boys do way more shit in the streets than little girls. Like, you'll send your son to
No,
the
but I'm saying,
store
but
at
we're
8
not in the
o'clock.
streets. We're just going to get something to eat. Like,
Trayvon Martin his daddy let him walk to the store to get Skittles. Why y'all not blaming him?
I wouldn't do that either.
Why y'all not on Trayvon Martin daddy ass?
Bro,
My daughter don't
first of
never
all,
leave this
he
house
wasn't
when it's
staying with his
dark.
daddy.
Period.
He wasn't in the house
He
with his
was
daddy.
at
He was in
his
the house with his
daddy and his
mama.
girlfriend's house.
He was
He walked to the
exactly,
store
but
for Skittles in Arizona. His daddy
he
let him
wasn't
walk to
at
the
the
store.
house with them. The
Yes,
daddy
he
wasn't with
was.
him.
His
Wait. Cool.
dad tried
Wait,
to
let
get some
me
cut.
make my point. You're missing my point. The daddy was not in the house or over him when he was out and that situation happened. He was away from the house by himself. In this
So his
situation, the
daddy don't
mother
got
is
control over the
there.
situation to say,
The
"Don't leave my
mother
house
is
when I'm not here."
no, cool. He is away from the house. That young boy was under protection of his mother. That's what should have happened.
Trayvon
That's
Martin
the problem.
was at his daddy house when the killing happened.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't at the
Yes, he
house.
was. It was his dad's house.
He was. So he was in the house when that happened. He was around. He was in the yard.
He was at his dad and his girlfriend's house.
No, he
His
wasn't at
daddy
that
let
house.
him
Cool.
walk to
He
the
was in the
store
neighborhood of
in
where
the
his dad
gated
lived.
community.
He was in the neighborhood of where his father lived. He was not at that house.
What are you talking about? That's what I'm saying. He was at his daddy house. He had to be in the neighborhood. He had to leave his daddy house, right?
But his daddy wasn't standing right there. His daddy wasn't around him, bro.
But
That's
his
not
daddy
the
let
same
him go
thing.
outside at nighttime. So why y'all not holding him accountable for going to the store at nighttime?
Listen. Whether it's 11 o'clock or it's 7:30, keep your hands to your fucking self, my dude.
Exactly. Y'all blaming the mama like, bro, y'all is crazy.
Man, you can't just talk to people crazy, man. Like, dudes is really on some crazy shit.
He was talking
That
crazy
nigga got,
too.
yeah, and he got killed. Yeah, he got killed. Yeah,
Nigga,
of course.
Grandma 3 seconds later.
And he got killed. And instantly he got corrected. That's exactly what happened to him. And that's what happened to them kind of dudes. They exist everywhere. And you're not going to get away from those kind of fucking dudes. But they don't have to be in contact with my children. I don't have to be in contact with them. That's what I'm saying. I don't have to be arguing with the motherfuckers. They don't have to be in contact with my children. And I don't want my woman arguing with them. I do not want my woman arguing with them kind of fucking dudes.
Hold on. Go ahead, Lo.
Well, hell, I forgot the point now. He moved on to something else.
What kind of food did they serve at this restaurant?
Little fast food.
Hey, I asked Coop, you know.
Sandwiches and shit like that, man.
Hey, Coop, what's on the menu?
Hey, they got Italian beef on the menu.
Y'all can put, her in a box or whatever. She shouldn't have been there, whatever. I lived in Brooklyn for years and always went to my hood corner store, curry out, bodega, whatever. 12 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, grab something.
But you know the risk, though.
I know the risk, but I also know the people too. So there was a comfortability as well. Because I see the same local niggas that's hanging out front. Yo, what's up, Les? What up, Quan? Da-da-da-da-da. And I'm comfortable in that element because one, I live there. Two, I've adapted and obviously am surviving in this environment. So yeah, she might have had a sense of security. You don't know that because the way she was looking, she looked mad comfortable to me.
Low.
Dog, I go anywhere in the town I want to, bro. I don't be like, I shouldn't go over there because there's niggas over there. Like,
hey, Lo, did you just say two?
you.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's stay on topic here. Thank you.
No, I mean, but also it has everything to do with your environment too. I moved out of the hood so that I can be able to walk at midnight and go to 7-Eleven with my kids.
For real that look out for you while you are in, the little bodegas and shit like that. So again, she was definitely very comfortable in her atmosphere. So for y'all to keep saying she shouldn't have went out and da-da-da-da, we don't know her circumstance. We don't know shit about that. Y'all can
But
judge
you
that
don't.
aspect, but it's not a
So you,
contributing factor as to why this nigga stalled off on.
but you don't think that lady knew in the back? Like everybody know dangerous
No, I
neighborhoods.
don't.
No matter how,
No,
no
I
matter
don't.
how comfortable we may be in certain environments, we know it's safer in certain communities than others. Like that's a fact. That lady
Yeah,
knew
like
that.
white ones.
That's fine,
Hey,
but
check
that's
this.
not negating what
Yeah,
I'm
like
It
you
saying.
know when
safer.
you go
It
in
ain't
certain
safer for me
communities,
in the white ones.
it's more safer.
Hold
It's
on, hold
safer
on.
than other places.
I
So when
know
you
as a
have your children,
34-year-old
when you
male.
have your children with you have to be more cautious. That's what we're saying. It's
Look,
not
look.
just her. If it's just me and you or whoever as an adult doing that, that's one thing. But
Yeah.
then when you take your kids out and you put them in those environments,
So let's
that's
back
where the
up.
problem
Let's back
comes
up.
in.
Let's back up.
Look,
Let's
hold on,
back
hold on.
up. So
I know as a 34-year-old
combo,
man.
because you said something. So didn't you just say not too long ago in certain countries, and fuck that we in America shit, because America's full of nothing but a bunch of immigrants. So you said previously that in some countries women aren't
I
allowed
said
to
that.
come out. Yep, that's what I'm saying. So I'm referencing that part, and you're saying, and I don't know who else said it, but somebody said something on the lines of at certain ages men are looked at, or young men are looked at as men because they've now had that rite of passage. For example, quinceañeras, bar mitzvahs. They see their young men, their sons, underage legally as men. Her son 14. Come on now, yeah. If you go and
He's
get some
still a
food, you know what?
child. They don't do bar mitzvah at
You're
14.
missing the point. You saying it like he an infant out there in his fucking Pampers and not
Hold on,
being
hold on, hold on.
watched.
He's a minor.
It doesn't matter if your
Yo,
son's 14 or
crazy.
45. You still gonna treat him like your baby.
And he's also
Yeah.
living in this very environment
You're
that
right.
you're thriving in.
You're right. You're right.
Don't,
But I
come on now,
also hold
you're
on.
bugging right now.
But
You
I
know for
also
sure.
know right now, as a 34-year-old man, I'm
Sure.
not going to the carry out at 11 o'clock at night
That's your
around
choice.
11
With my
o'clock
That's your
child.
choice, and you might
With my
have it.
child. With my child, no.
I'm not doing
I
it by
personally can
myself
go.
unless I got to.
No,
It's 11 o'clock at night.
but hold on. Let's say like I'm gonna move more cautiously with my kids than I am by myself. Is what I'm saying. Like
Niggas
you
that eat
normally
that
you're
late
not
at
gonna
night
go
ain't
to
got
certain
shit to do in
places.
the morning and they ain't got shit to
Yeah.
lose.
You don't
know that.
Obviously, she got a job in hella shit. She was eating that late at night.
Man, y'all tripping.
It's the big
Y'all,
irresponsible.
like, yeah, y'all deflecting the fact that that dude did what he did and he paid the consequences. There's no consequences for what this lady did. Like you don't put your kids in bad situations and then like
She
just take
wasn't
no
putting her kid in a
responsibility
bad
for it.
situation.
Okay, all right. So I don't know nobody who's gonna send their like we're not gonna be taking our kids at a certain time to certain places out of the night. That's just probably most people ain't gonna do that.
Because I have daughters,
And the ones
but
that
if it
do
was
it,
my son,
and the ones that do it, they know in the back of the mind that no matter how comfortable they are, they know that shit is dangerous. I don't give a fuck what they say. They know that shit is dangerous.
Okay, but her local spot, was she supposed to go somewhere else?
McDonald's, Uber, there's a bunch of places to go. Cook fucking food. Go.
She
had a car. Go to fucking.
She could be on the last little bit of her gas, getting something on the way home versus going around the way. Like, come on now. Stop.
Hey, motherfuckers don't get shot at the grocery store that often.
Exactly.
If they black, they do.
just shot up one up in fucking what was that, New York or some shit?
Yeah, you found
They
it
shot
one.
up
I'm talking about if you
grocery
took,
If you black, they
pulled
do.
where all the
Nowhere
students
safe.
happen, they're very rarely at grocery stores.
So now
Nowhere
she
safe.
should have went to the grocery
Stop.
store
Y'all doing
and
too
made
much.
groceries and shit.
I'm saying there's a million other options.
just-
I just don't. I mean, I think that if you live in the hood, going out at night in general by yourself or with your kids, you know your
What if
risk.
she went to the hood?
Now, a lot
grocery
of times something may not happen, which creates comfortability. Like, bro, I'll be out here every night, no nothing pop off. But you know your neighborhood. You know, like,
shit
I don't know. I mean, but once again, I have a daughter, so I don't know. Maybe if I had a son, I'd be like, all right, fuck it, go head first and everything. Who gives a fuck? You're a kid, you're your boy. But I know when I have a daughter, she don't go nowhere with me. There's times when I go to like family friendly restaurants, like during the day, I know, but I know at night they turn into something else, so we don't go. The same place we always go. It'd be the same restaurant we always go to. But when I go at 8, 9 o'clock, my daughter's like, Dad, can I go with you? I'm like, nope, you can't, because I know what happens at night over here. Not saying it does, but I know what could happen. Yes, I'm gonna keep living my life in fear when it comes to my fucking kid, bro. I ain't taking no chances.
Hey, man,
period.
y'all keep living
0
like that.
percentiles. Fuck that.
Crazy as hell, man.
Hey, some people just love their children more than others. It's cool.
Hey,
Get more cautious. They just more like I'm just more cautious with my kids, bro. Like I'm not missing nothing by not going
But
to the
some
restaurant
people
at
are
11 o'clock at night.
desensitized to danger, though. That's another thing too. If she
She
grew up in
lived
that
in the
neighborhood her whole life,
hood. Yeah,
then
very much
she
so
might be
numb.
desensitized to the own danger. She don't even realize that she's around and in. Hopefully, this serves as a wake up call. This will be the biggest tell. If those two end up moving out of that area, then it'll show they actually care about their safety. If they're just gonna stay there for the rest of their life, like it can't happen again, then that's kind of not the business.
Dog, y'all expect a motherfucker to flee the area where everything they know is at?
Nigga, me and my kid almost lost our life. You goddamn right we fleeing.
You and your kid didn't almost lose your life. A nigga punched her.
You don't know that though. Look, right now everything is hindsight because we know everything. In that moment, you don't know if that dude got a banger too. You don't know about nothing. You don't know if he got a knife or anything.
But how you know his? Hold on, cool. But how you know his family don't want to retaliate though?
Listen, I already said that they should move. I'm just arguing the fact that she shouldn't have to move. Like your family member put his hands on her. Your family member got
people don't care about that
because of his actions.
But cool, you know people don't think like that. When that casket hit and that funeral hit, some people want retaliation. They don't give a fuck.
You
and
know
if you
how
wild like that,
us
you can only imagine how his family is.
Y'all know how all of us don't feel sorry for that nigga? I'm pretty sure hella people in Chicago don't feel sorry for him.
But it only takes one person to try to jump on you. You only need one to come sneak up on you. You don't need all of them. You only need one that be really on that bullshit and know where you live at. That's all you need.
Well, yeah, like what if his boyfriend mad about it or something? You don't know.
His boyfriend. What
his boyfriend? Wow.
I mean, if he's over here punching women out of emotion, he might be gay. So I'm just saying, like, what if?
Yeah.
No.
She need to get out of there.
Run far away.
When did hitting women become such a bad thing?
Now you bugging. Like, what the fuck is this?
Hitting women unprovoked out of emotions has always been a bad
40s,
thing. Defending yourself
50s,
against a woman would be different.
The 70s, like, no, seriously, the 40s.
I'm gonna tell you, if this shit was the other way around, I have no problem with her ass getting shot.
Hey, a black woman gotta live life in fear, and if a man confronts her,
man, them bitches don't fear nothing. Only thing them bitches fear is a goddamn natural head.
See, and I baited you.
No, we do
You got a problem with black women. That's why y'all on her ass. I baited you.
I got a problem with ain't shit women.
Line is
I don't give a fuck if they're yellow.
The deeper issue is the issue with the black woman for y'all.
Y'all she was a kid.
You can use black women
I don't give a fuck if she's an Indian, if she's
I specified it was parenting. It don't matter if man or woman.
Bad parenting,
I don't give a fuck if it's a freehold bitch. If you wrong, you're wrong.
If it was a white woman, y'all be out there at the ceremony giving little
same shit.
If it was a white woman, I'm like, look at this dirty ass white bitch and her kids die. At least that's
if it was a white woman, Kev would have came out with his high point.
Tommy is a hero.
And y'all be talking about if it was a white woman, that 14-year-old
white woman wouldn't have been in the neighborhood at the damn crib at 11 o'clock at night.
That 14-year-old white boy would be a 14-year-old white boy. He would not be a 14-year-old man. He'd be a 14-year-old white boy. The way the news
to y'all,
shit,
that's what I'm saying. Society.
No, it's still a child. It's still I'm saying it's a child. You guys are the ones saying it's a man. It's a child. 14-year-olds, that's a child, bro.
We don't blame anybody when they kid protect them from other shit. Like, this shit is crazy to me. Y'all is
because the mother, the parent is supposed to protect that child. If it's a man, if it's the mother or the father.
If the situation happens and your kid protects
you
gonna be mad at your kid for protecting you?
He's probably the man in the house already.
Why you put your kid in that situation though, bro? That's the point.
If your kid decides to protect
this could have happened in broad daylight. This could have happened anywhere. Like, come on.
What if you have
we might have burnt out this subject already. I don't think we're saying anything new now.
Pittsburgh, what if you in the gas station and you get out and your kids see somebody attacking you with a knife and they shoot and kill them? You gonna say it's my fault because I left the gun in the car? And my son,
because it wouldn't be 11 o'clock at night in the hood. It wouldn't be 11 o'clock at night in the hood when I'm arguing with motherfucker. It wouldn't be that. Nah, that's different, bro. It's not the same thing. It's your responsibility as a parent to cover your kids, man.
That same shit could have happened at 3 o'clock in the hood.
But it didn't, no, cool. It didn't. It could have, but it didn't.
Why does the time matter? It could happen at any time.
The time, cool. So you telling me you sitting on the porch talking to your boys and your woman say, "Hey, I'm gonna go get some food," and it's 11 o'clock, and I'm finna take the kids, and you just ain't gonna say, "You gonna be cool with that?" I'm going around the corner to get some. You gonna be cool with that?
For her. What I'm saying is she shouldn't
But
be
why are you going
crucified
though? Now
for
you proving
going
my point. But why
because
would you?
you
Why
don't
if
know
it's cool?
their
Why would you let the
situation.
woman go? Why are you not letting her
You
go?
don't
But you're
know their
going.
living situation, their situation.
No.
She has to
Cool.
feed her child.
Wait, you're moving the goalposts. If it's 11 o'clock at night and you're sitting outside and your woman says, "Hey, I'm gonna go get some food and I'm taking the kids," and you say, "No, I'm going to go." If it's okay, why don't you let your woman go?
Because it's my woman and I'm going to do something for her. Now, if it was another bitch saying I'm
Nah,
about to go
because it's
get
not
something to
safe,
eat,
bro. That's
I
why
don't
you're
let my
going.
woman
That's
go do shit
protection.
by
because I
herself.
do
I can
shit
help
for
it.
my woman.
Nah, man, stop it, cool. You're not letting that woman go at no 11 o'clock at night in the hood to get no food by herself. That's
Hey,
not
look.
happening, bro.
Hey, look.
Because it's not
Hey,
safe.
y'all. It's 11:26 at night. Here where I'm at. It's too late for me to be in these YouTube streets. I got to go. Y'all keep cooking.
Well, get the fuck on, dude. You ain't need no announcement.
I'm just saying it's 11:26 at night. It's too
Y'all
dangerous
gonna
in
miss
these
me?
YouTube streets.
Now the niggas is being docile in the YouTube streets. Don't want to hang out no more because it's violence might happen. Man, y'all gotta stop this shit.
Nah, I mean,
You gotta look.
there's a lot of things that is still kind of low risk, but it's just all risk management. People know the good times and bad times, good places and bad places. Unless you just move somewhere, you still figuring it out. But I mean, we all take chances out here every day, man. We all do,
Mex
especially when we live
be
in
on
these
the
areas.
phone with us late night getting tacos, right? If
That's
something
me.
was to
I
happen
don't
to
take
Mex
my
at the
daughter though.
burrito truck, I'm not gonna say, "Damn, Mex, why the fuck you was out that late getting tacos and you know something could have happened to you?"
But I would have
I'm
been
be
though.
like, "Damn, they got my nigga
But
Mex
him by
fucked up."
himself.
Like,
Yeah, but
See,
if
but
he goes
here's the
by
thing: when I
himself,
leave
it's
my
different than him
house,
and his kid.
at certain times in certain areas, I got my head on a swivel for a reason.
oh
Versus
my
other times when I
god,
don't, because that taco truck is in Salinas on the east side. I don't live in Salinas. I live outside of Salinas on purpose because of that reason. Like where I live right now, me and my daughter have walked to 7-Eleven at 1 o'clock in the morning. Walked, not even drove, just a couple blocks, went for a
yeah,
little walk.
but you
We
took
can
the
do that
risk
here.
and going outside knowing that at nighttime anything can happen,
Yeah,
regardless of what
but
area
here
you're in.
in this particular area, there's not
Regardless of what area you're in, something
no,
can
it's not
happen at one.
regardless, but you can't say it's regardless when you know
Bruh,
one
do
area
you
is
know
worse than the other.
people target rich areas, nice areas all the time to rob people
Stop,
on a late
Coop. You
night?
capping
Bro,
now.
you
What
know
are
the
you
Coop,
talking
you
statistics
about?
capping
though,
now.
like
You cooping, cap. You
Bruh,
capping
you
now,
niggas
Coop,
is
man.
crazy. Like y'all
You
don't think,
capping,
nah.
man. So
man,
you don't know. So Coop, you don't know different. You know everybody. So it's not one neighborhood that's better, worse than the others at night. Well, you know you ain't got no business at
Obviously.
the
with your
niggas that I
kids.
know that
Like,
rob
come on,
people
man.
don't even rob niggas in the hood because they looking for real money. Like,
What about the ones that
But you
kill
talking
people?
about the robbers though. We talking about
All
like
of
a
them.
neighborhood.
Jesus Christ.
y'all
Stop
moved the
it, man.
goalpost
Bruh.
so
You
much.
If
capping, man.
everywhere was the same, then there would be no such thing as the hood because everything would just be the same. There'd be no such thing as good neighborhoods and
Good
obviously
crime
I
happen in good
understand that
neighborhoods
we
every day.
were all born and raised. Well, most of us were probably born and raised in these environments, so we have an emotional attachment to this shit, and we don't see it as bad as other people do. But at the end of the day, we are smart enough to know that no, nigga, like there's a reason why people get out of the hood when they get some money. Why people get out of the hood when they
Yeah,
have
you get
kids.
out the hood, niggas still breaking your house and people still die.
Yeah, but it's a lower chance. It could still happen. That could happen
It's a
anywhere you
lower chance,
want.
but
But
it still happens. It can happen
yeah, but it's a
anywhere.
way lower chance. A way lower chance.
I've seen a
A
lot of
way lower
niggas die
chance.
in their
Yeah,
rich
it's a
Like
houses.
where I chose to move to, it's hardly any crime or anything out here. I mean, it still happens. It's not zero, but it's way less than the east side of Salinas. It's way less than being in the hood. Way less gun violence. Way less drugs. Way less robberies and break-ins and all that shit here. And that's why I
yeah,
said when
neighborhoods
I'm out
matter,
here,
bro.
it don't even feel comfortable to me all the way when I'm walking at night because I'm still used to having to look over my shoulder. And I'm just like,
Tell me.
damn, like I need to.
Well, let
It's
me
cool over
let
here.
me help you get your fear back in you. What neighborhood you stay in? I'm gonna come rob your ass. I'm gonna come rob your ass and show you. Niggas come to everywhere to do crime, bro. Like y'all crazy.
Yeah, but look, motherfuckers might have to go somewhere to do crime. That's one incident versus a whole neighborhood that is known for that.
Man, I lived in the hood my whole life, man, and I don't know.
I know. That's why it's triggering to you. It's okay. You have a bias.
Yeah,
It's all right.
yeah, y'all niggas is lame. You talking
Nah,
about moms can't get no
you
food at 11 o'clock to feed her babies.
She can get food. Oh, so you're a baby now. So you're not a grown man? He was just a grown man.
You always gonna be your mama baby regardless of how old you are.
Oh, man, stop it, Coop. Now I caught you, man. You got caught now. You caught up now, bro. Y'all was just arguing that this dude was a grown man. Now you're a baby.
I never said he was
a minor. Y'all was arguing me
I
the ground.
literally did not join in the argument when they were saying he was a grown man.
Okay.
But
that's a 14-year-old boy.
You're always gonna be your mama baby.
So mama should protect you, just like daddy protects you. Like
nope.
Like what Max is saying, he won't.
Max won't
go. I bet you Max won't go to Salinas and get them damn tacos at 11 o'clock at night with his daughter. I guarantee you that.
Not with the kid. Not with the kid. I'll go by myself.
Now with your way
back, if you're on your way back from somewhere,
hell no.
Fuck
that. No, not with my kid. Now I'll go to In-N-Out. I'll go to In-N-Out and drive through some shit. Like,
and it can happen at In-N-Out also.
No, I'm not taking my kid. No, I'm not taking. First of all, that taco truck's on the track, so I'm definitely not taking my kid to the track at 11 o'clock at night. But man, I mean, it's just.
I'm about to take my kids on the tour of Oakland right now at midnight, just for y'all, like, cause y'all kids, y'all want to go ride the Blade?
No.
About to go get tacos.
I take every precaution, bro. Ever since my daughter was a little kid, even when she on the monkey bars, I'm always like, be careful, baby, be careful.
Nervous,
like, because I don't want anything bad to happen to her. So even if motherfuckers call me paranoid, overprotective, you're doing too much, it's not that big of a deal. That's fine. And maybe nothing will ever happen to her whole life. And maybe it's because of me. Maybe it's just because nothing was going to happen anyway. I don't know. But I'm not taking chances or increasing my chances or putting myself in high-risk environments because I think nothing's going to happen.
You increase your chances because you.
I'll do that with myself. Like with myself. But then I'm going to have my thing under the seat or on my lap or whatever the case is because I know where I'm headed. And most of the time, 99.9% of the time, I have no issues getting tacos from that environment. But that 0.1 is still lingering out there, and I'm not trying to be no victim to nobody, much less my kid being one. But to each their own, bro. To each their own, you know. Like at the same time, the kid's 14. Like Lo mentioned, she seemed comfortable. They could have been going to this fucking place their whole life where they're known first name basis and niggas know their orders already, you know. And it could have just been this one random ass dude tweaking that one fucking night out of 14 years of that kid's life of going to this place, and it was bad. It's true. It could just be a one-off. I don't know. Obviously, I'm just going with stereotypes. They live in Chicago. It didn't look like a uppity part of the neighborhood based on the menu.
Menu was terrible as fuck.
But who knows, man? Like, it sucks. It sucks too when that comfortability gets gone from somewhere. When you've been somewhere your whole life and now you really do got to second guess and look over your shoulder when your whole life has never been that thing. All it's gonna take is one incident to change your ideas about shit.
Yeah, but Max, we know the side of town where all the stuff always pop off. Man.
You know why?
People be trying to play crazy.
Okay. So how about here's a question for you: how long do you think they should wait to go back to that spot at 11 o'clock at night again? Would they be crazy to just do it tomorrow?
I'll do it tomorrow.
You a thug.
With your child.
That's the dreads talking.
With my son, and I send them in there to get my food. Go ahead, get that food, bro.
Coop Cabin, man. Coop Cabin.
I send them in there right now.
Coop, nah, he's serious.
Coop Cabin.
Go get that little hot plate, man. They got Italian beef on the menu.
Italian beef. You see your daughter in there like that, Coop?
My babies don't come outside at a certain time because they're young. But when they get older, maybe they can. My baby is 9 years old. She ain't even walking to the store by herself.
See what I mean? But you see how we act with girls and we do with boys?
She's 9, not 14. If she was 14, she could walk to the store by herself.
Nah, so you sitting there in there 14? You sitting there in there and get the food at 14?
Hell yeah, get your ass out the car and go get the food.
All right.
You done woke me up out of bed to get this shit. Go get that food.
All right.
We doing too much judging, man. Y'all judging that lady for having to go feed her baby at the. Ever since R. Kelly got locked up, the streets of Chicago been crazy. Combo, shut up.
You might have a point.
Kels was part of the problem in Chicago. Shit.
Now the parents that was feeding their babies the kills, that was the problem. Because some of them parents was feeding their kids over to them, but some other stuff going on there. Yeah, but how they give him a racketeering charges with no co-conspirators?
They gave him the man.
Who he colluding with?
His people. He got co-conspirators. Them niggas that was destroying tapes and threatening witnesses and all that shit. Them niggas got to
get charged. Nah, I'm saying as far as like the other shit. Because remember, like the shit they actually charged him for ain't the shit he actually did.
Yeah, they couldn't get nobody to.
Nah, they couldn't get him for the actual shit he actually did. I mean, each his own. That's a whole nother thing. But some of them parents, some of them parents and some of those producers, and them motherfuckers should have been arrested and charged and all that other shit. Just like that Weinstein dude, man. Same shit.
They railroaded Kills off of that documentary, man.
Yeah, you see, Russell Simmons got up out of there, man. He was gone. You seen that shit was going to happen out.
Yeah. He left the country. He said, "Y'all ain't finna R. Kelly me. I died before I faced them charges."
Yeah, he was out. R. Kelly knew that documentary was happening. Remember, he was still touring, and he was like basically flipping his phone at him. Yeah, Kelly knew those charges was coming because when they made a documentary, he had like nothing what happened. He still was on tour.
You gotta get those bags before you get locked up.
Man. Well, he in there now. He in jail and Fleece Johnson free. How about that?
Booty warrior.
Shit, they
Fleece
both
Johnson
sexual deviants.
Allegedly.
Fleece.
There ain't no alleged on either one of their cases.
Yeah, Fleece admit to it though. Fleece,
and R. Kelly got the proof in Aaliyah. So we ain't gonna listen, we're not gonna act like R. Kelly wasn't out of pocket. I want to free R. Kelly just as much as the next nigga, but R. Kelly was out of pocket motherfucker.
Did some shit. But if you link Aaliyah, then you gotta go after Jay-Z. You gotta also go ahead and link in Foxy Brown because she was a minor when them dudes was fucking on her too. Like a lot of them dudes in the industry now, man, they was fucking on these young girls, man. And we just act like we don't know that shit. And they was circulating around. Remember Snoop had that one song, Same Hoes. They all messing around with the same chicks, man.
I fuck with Fleece. You would, Combo.
Hey, what about this matchup, man? Who y'all got in this matchup with Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg? Who y'all think gonna win that one, man?
I'm going Elon all day.
I'm going Zuckerberg, bro.
I heard they canceled it though because Elon's mom didn't want him to fight.
Zuckerberg really got MMA fights under the belt. Y'all better quit playing with Zuckerberg.
I'll see Zuckerberg. Hey, I'll see Zuckerberg for the freedom of America. I won't lose.
Freedom of America.
Zuckerberg might be a white thug. I'm telling you.
Zuckerberg ain't gonna suppress me.
Zuckerberg gonna beat the shit out of Elon.
Elon out of shape, bro. He had to get in shape. He up there. He like 50 years
old.
That
fellas is about to get the best steroids money could buy, and he's good to go.
You might have to get that Neuralink, but that Neuralink shit he got on. Get down on the ground.
Hey, somebody's gonna use that. Someone's gonna use that submarine controller on him real quick.
Oh man. Man, that's see how that shit went, man. They said they knew that shit blew up within they knew the shit imploded. One of them dudes, a couple of experts were saying they knew it imploded. That whole shit was a charade with them riding around in the water for all that time looking for that shit. They knew that shit imploded. I just don't. I never understood why they was down there like that anyways. None of that made any sense.
So they're white.
I don't get it. I get it. Like if you pretty well off, Max, of all the things you could do in the world, if money was not an object, I don't know how you end up there. I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. And one of those cats went to space and everything. He went on that the one space ride that they let him go out in the orbit and come back. He did that shit too. So maybe he was looking for it. He was like a serious thrill seeker.
Well, he got the thrill he wanted.
Yeah, he did. Hope it was worth it.
No bullshit. They said they found like human remain fragments on the pieces they just sifted out of the ocean.
Oh, is that what they said?
Mm-hmm. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, well, it would have crushed that. It would have crushed that sub like a can. They said it's like 4,500 pounds a square inch of pressure. Yeah,
the pieces they pulled out were not like small.
Yeah, but it would have popped that sub.
That shit was a damn tuna can. That was it. They was stripping.
Yeah.
And like the toilet was like right next
tuna can.
No, I'm good.
I don't even know how you get to the sub. Like let's say I didn't know nothing. I'm a billionaire, a millionaire, whatever. Once I would have got there and be like, "This is it," nah, I'm cool. Nah, no refunds. Don't worry about it. You keep it. I ain't fucking
just
getting
bring
on
me
that
back
shit.
up to the surface.
I'm cool.
Bro.
I ain't getting on that shit. Cool.
Hey, once you see that nigga hand cranking the fucking screws in with a ratchet, like, yo, bruh, we about to do what today? Nah, I'm good. I'm out.
Yeah, that's impossible.
That motherfucker had a regular ass ratchet and a wrench. Talking about we about to go see the Titanic.
Hey, you see the toilet? The toilet was right there in the front by the window.
Exactly.
With a privacy window.
Nah,
I'm cool. And they had one of them dudes that got on the ride and said it's like 18 screws that they got to ratchet up. And the CEO told them, well, we only going to ratchet up 17 because it's the same thing as 18. It's not really not going to make a difference.
You think Roseanne got some good or is it mid? You're funny.
Yeah, so Max, you think what's his name gonna do it, man? You don't think Elon can get him in a little quick burst in the beginning, man?
No, I got Elon taking it. Fuck Mark Zuckerberg.
Elon. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna do a death match, man. They should do a death match. That should be hilarious, man. They probably do it with cartoon characters.
Death match.
That's probably what that shit gonna be on.
That would be tight if you could watch two dudes fight each other to death like back in the day. That'd be hard.
Remember, he used to have the Faces of Death. Remember, they don't even have that kind of shit no more.
I used to watch that shit all the time.
Yeah, and those were VCR tapes. You used to have to go in a certain section of certain, fucking like certain kind of blockbuster type places to get that shit. Back when they had actual.
I used to go to the Chinaman all the time.
Yeah, you can't really get those no more, man. But they got kind of different stuff now, man. They don't really have no need for that kind of stuff. A little different now, man. Hey, you see Disney over there suing DeSantis too, man.
Disney suing DeSantis?
Yeah, that fool been fucking with Disney for a while, man.
Oh, he been trying to tax them.
Yeah, he been fucking with them for a minute, and he's stupid because that's the #1 employer of the entire state is Disney World, dog. Like, why are you fucking with them? About some gay bill or some shit. He got mad about some gay bill and just been fucking with them ever since. He tried to change like their tax status and all kinds of shit.
Disney do be doing a lot of gay shit though, so
they do. But what he's trying to do is basically what he's trying to do is gonna cost us, like, I don't know if you ever been to Disney down here in Florida, but what they do is they have their own infrastructure. So like they got their own power plant, they got their own fucking fire station, They got their own police. The whole infrastructure is Disney pays for all that shit. So he was trying to take that from Disney and give it to the county, and the county's like, "Whoa, wait a minute, we can't. No, man, can't pay for that shit." Like he just taking too far, man. Like he wanted to remove a status that Disney had, where they had all that shit. He wanted to give it to the county, and the county ain't even ready to do none of that shit. Wildin', man.
Well, Disney
man.
just make everything worse. That's what I've noticed. So, fuck Disney. As a staff record label and as a crew.
You talking about their movies and bullshit they be in? They be some
So their whole
bullshit,
little
man.
agenda, man, be on some bullshit. So.
But
Unfortunately,
they all
they're such
kinda
a
do, man.
powerhouse, you can't really avoid them. So, you gotta deal with it,
Yeah.
look past it.
But that's pretty much all entertainment at this point, though, Max. You can't really
Hey, Lo,
be
Kev said, how are you?
that shit. Huh?
No, I say, Kev said, Lo, how are you?
Oh,
I think he wants to send a dick pic.
You know, I'm always here to provide.
Yeah, I got one right here, just primed up and ready whenever you need it.
Hey, how y'all feel about that Juneteenth stuff? I got my own spill
What,
on that. How
about
y'all
the
feel
holiday?
about that Juneteenth holiday? Yeah.
What about it?
I thought it was nonsensical holiday of all the holidays they could make because it's not the actual day that it's not the actual day. And then the way that they were explaining it, it just didn't make any sense because that was a state holiday in Texas, and they decided to make it a national holiday. But they also had that similar state holiday in other states. So it just didn't make any sense. None of it made any sense because it wasn't the actual day that Black people was freed. It just didn't make any sense to me. I don't understand where they came up with any of that. And the month that they chose happened to be the month where the thing that you got a problem with Max with Disney with, that's their month. That's those people's month.
Yeah, I know.
But there's other states that had the same similar holiday that wasn't in that month. And it's kind of been cool. It's just weird. That whole holiday is just a weird thing. I don't understand it. It doesn't make a lot of sense. And it's like people trying to make something out of nothing because it's not the actual date that Black people are freed. It's like afterwards. And then you get people trying to make sense of it. And these people who made the law, they have the history books. They know what the actual date is or the semblance of it. So it just don't make no sense. It's just weird.
Yeah, I thought that was the actual date of the last place in America to free slaves. That was the point of it.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's like Delaware 6 months later.
Well, I agree with the sentiment. You know, maybe they didn't get the details right. I do think it's a little divisive because now it feels like it's Juneteenth versus 4th of July. So, but I'll celebrate both. Shit, you know, anytime I get a paid day off, fuck it, run it.
Yeah, if you're a federal employee, you get it. Everybody else, they kind of they don't even. Shit, most places don't even recognize Martin Luther King birthday, bro. They don't even want to recognize that.
Yeah, but if you're Black, you're good.
Federal. Yeah. Yeah.
I
mean, you think Joe Gigs now? Go ahead, Max. Go ahead, say.
No, I'm just shit. Most Black people I know didn't give a fuck about the holiday, so I mean, it's whatever.
Nah, I just mean where the basis of where it came from. You know, I always be looking, especially when it comes from Biden and some of his past remarks, man. I always look side eye. That dude is he didn't say he got a long history of saying some crazy shit, including that he didn't want his kids going to school with Black people. So I mean, it is what it is dealing with that dude. It's not convenient for people to know that, but that's the truth. That's a lookupable fact. So, you know, I was kind of hesitant when that dude is the dude that's establishing stuff for Black people.
He's a savior, man.
That dude is in problems, man. Like he about to fall over, man. I don't know how many debates he gonna be able to do if he can do any this year, man.
It's supposed to be not going to put him up there.
Yeah, you gotta do a presidential like once, and that's another thing, man. Like, don't nobody feel like they getting robbed? Because there used to be. Remember, they used to have like all these debates leading up to the primaries. Then they used to have debates going into the presidential where the two parties get their candidates, and then the two candidates would debate themselves. We don't get none of that no more, man. It's like, yo, pick one of these cats and that's it.
Yep. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
And we don't get no more press conferences no more from the White House. It kind of started with Trump and it got worse. Where people were bitching out about Trump because they're supposed to give daily briefings and they don't really do that much. They don't really do it that much. The president don't really give that many remarks. Like, we got less information than we ever did, and we got more access. We should have more access to information, but we're getting less. It's just weird. And people are cool with that shit. What about y'all? Either one of y'all heard any of Robert Kennedy stuff that he been saying?
I saw the Joe Rogan interview. I saw him wanting to debate with the dude about COVID and shit, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention to that shit.
He was on Rogan?
Yeah, he was on Rogan recently, and he was Rogan said he would set up a debate with him and some scientists about some shit, but the scientists turned it down. So yeah. It was a whole thing.
Joe Rogan ain't on YouTube no more. He on
Spotify. He still has clips on YouTube, but yeah. I found that out through Patrick Bet-David shit.
Oh, that dude. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. He all right. He get a little too. He's like the. I guess he'd be to me. He's like the white version of Roland Martin, where he do an interview with you and overtalk you and argue, and it's like, bro, what are you? You trying to interview the guy or are you trying to fight? You're not even interviewing him anymore. Like, Roland Martin does that a lot, where he'll say, hey, Max, we're going to have a conversation. He starts asking you a question, and halfway through, he just cuts you off, answers the question, and goes on to the next question. Like, damn, this guy's bad. He kind of does, to me, he does the same thing that guy you were talking about. He's got a lot of guests on there, though.
Yeah, he do.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you see the one he had with was it Neil Tyson, the astrology guy?
Oh yeah, Neil Tyson, yeah.
Yeah, that guy. He had him on there, and he was asking him about the vaccine, and it was like a trigger word to that guy, and he was just going crazy about it. He's like telling him that they didn't test it. He's like, no, they tested it. You might not let it. I mean, it was just weird, the whole thing that he does. That's why I say, like, some things he gets triggered, he just goes off the deep end. It's not, I think that's kind of like an art form to actually be able to interview people that you don't agree with. It's not many of them dudes that can actually do that.
I do that shit on here every day, dog. I'm ready.
But to go in, yeah, you ready to stamp on
talk to a bunch of people that don't agree with shit I'm talking about. So.
Oh, man. Nah, everybody know you love that WNBA.
Let's put that shit on my jacket. Hell
everybody know you like WNBA, bro. You got a WNBA jersey on right now, dog.
Hell no. If you ever see any support from WNBA for me, call the cops. Something's wrong.
Oh my God!
Now, someone was asking about somebody was asking about high school sports the other day, and I told them the same shit. Like, bro, I don't watch that shit. Like, I don't watch high school, like high school men's something. And I'm like, I only watch the best of the best, bro. If you ain't make the league yet, then it ain't my time to watch you yet. Fuck, I care about
hard to watch.
Fuck, I care about the best person that didn't do shit in the pros, but he was really good in college. Like, and can't get it done on the big stage, and you just ain't that guy.
high school is kind of stacked teams, though. It's hard to kind of watch that, man.
Yeah, I know. You
Some,
bullshit all that shit. So it's like it's not even worth it to me. It's like it's cool. Like it's cool watching a highlight or some shit. Be like, oh, this kid look cool. But you won't know until he's against other people like him, which is the league. Because even in college, it's like one or two good dudes a fucking team, and then oh, big stash, bro. It's hilarious. Salute Max for the WNBA. Hey, you already know, Steph. You already know, bro. Like, it just shows how much we value our women in this country, bro. That we gave them a whole league that makes no fucking money, that nobody watches, just so they would shut up and be happy. And they still complain.
Yeah.
You know? I hope one day the NBA says, all right, y'all bitch want to keep complaining? All right, no more WNBA. Do it yourself and see what happens. Good luck. Women don't even support women's sports.
Yeah, they wouldn't have no more.
Oh, you breaking up, homie?
The women that are good, why? Yeah, Max, you hear me?
Max? Yeah. You hear me?
There you go.
You good?
Max, you hear me? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. No, the women that are really good want to play in the men's shit. And it's weird how the women that are good want to play in the men's shit, but the dudes that are trying to be chicks want to play in the chick shit. Like I don't understand any of that. That makes no sense.
I mean, the women would be able to get here, but only because there would be at least one team that's like, oh, we love women, look. But not because she's actually good enough to play in the league. Like, just like with the gay shit.
Early,
they always
she could be, though. No,
hell no.
No, she started early, Max. No, I disagree with you there. It's hard for her the way the structure is now. It's really hard. But if a woman was playing with men as a young girl, as a teenager, and she went through the whole progression in college, yeah, she would be able. There's one or two women that would be
too much of a difference in physicality. She would not be able to bang for 82 games in the fucking NBA with grown men. Like, it just wouldn't happen, bro. Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah,
what are you gonna do with Embiid? What are you gonna do with Bron? What are you gonna do with these guys when you gotta guard them, or when they on you? What are you really gonna be able to do? Even if you're a 6'4" woman.
No. Max, I'm not saying she's gonna be a superstar. I'm saying she could be on the team.
Couldn't even be a bench
she's
player.
Gonna be at those guys' levels. Yes,
she might be that 15 player that.
Younger, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The only way women could ever be in the NBA is as a 15th, 14th player that sees 2 minutes a game and averages 3 points and gets in when you're up 20. Like, there's no way you would ever be able to make a woman the face of the franchise, much less a sixth man or anything in the NBA. It's just there's too much of a difference. Like, I think the best bet is when they're younger. Like, if the kids are still 9, 10 years old, mix them in. They ain't gone through puberty yet. They're still getting there. But once that puberty burst hit, after high school, it's over. The fork in the road starts, and it's a whole different trajectory. There's no fucking way. The worst NBA player will go to the NBA and be a MVP superstar and dominate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, we're not disagreeing there. I just don't think the way the structure – we'll never know because the way the structure is set up, it's just not set up for that. So I just don't even think they even have
that would make me watch the NBA even less.
Yeah, they can't. There's no way they can do it now. It's impossible. No way. Man, the way it's set up now, it's impossible. And that college stuff, college is a joke to the point where they're forcing people to go to college. The league uses the college as a farming system for amateurs that cost them no money, that they're forcing them to go to. And the schools make all the money. No matter what NIL deal that the kid might have, the school is making all that money off that because they're charging tuitions a lot of times based off of those championships and titles and all the TV contracts and all the other stuff they got going on.
Yeah, but college ain't even necessary no more. You do G League, Euro League. There's other ways to get in the league now. They said they're supposed to be bringing back high school.
What you mean? Bringing back what high school? The AAU stuff?
Yeah, it's supposed to be letting people come straight from high school again.
They ain't changed it yet. I mean, that's what they really should do. They don't want to do it because remember before they stopped it, they were giving like all these kids these contracts, and they were getting pissed because a lot of them didn't live up to potential. And that's all you're paying for when a kid comes out of high school is potential. You don't have anything to measure it against. At least if he does a year in college, you kind of got somewhat of an idea of the competition level. Because those really good high school players, they're like the best of the best for like 100 miles. So you never know what they're really working with. They get to college, they got a different level that you can kind of measure it against.
Hey, Pitt, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this. It's only me and you and this bitch. And Kyle shit overheated a while ago. Shout out to everybody that hopped in for their opinions, whether you agree or not. It's a free platform. Get your shit off. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep us going with your comments because some of y'all be wild in this bitch. But you already know,
good
man.
Talking to you, Max, man. Good,
Always,
good.
man.
Go WNBA, man. Good talking to you guys, man.
No. But yeah, see, what's Kyle Sot? In the wise words of Little E, wants you to breathe air and live life. It's always a treating players meet. Thank you for breaking bread with me tonight. And fuck Kyle because you know he'll never be on his own show. But hallelujah, holla back, salute to everybody out there. Y'all have a good night. Tune back in for the next one.